Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 38 of Never Before Seen. My name is AmberCyprian. I'm going to be your host tonight as we bring you a speedrun of a game that has never before been seen in a mainline GDQ event. As always, if you happen to speedrun a game or a category that has never been run in an AGDQ, SGDQ, or GDQx event, and you would like to submit it to the show, type !NBS for Never Before Seen into the chat, and you'll find the link to be able to send me your runs. I'd love to have you on the show. Before we get started with the run that we have planned for tonight, we do have a couple of announcements. First and foremost, AGDQ 2023 online will be January 8th to the 15th. Event volunteer applications are open until Saturday, September 24th, and our game submissions are closing very, very soon. They close tonight. So head on over to gamesdonequick.com for more information, and we will, see what you've got in store for us. So that being said, Fright Fatales is going to be a one-day event on October 23rd to celebrate spooky season with dark, scary, or horror-themed speedruns from the Frame Fatales community. Use !Fright in Twitch chat to learn about this one-off event if you're curious about it. And if you want to follow what Games Done Quick is up to, use !links in chat for all things GDQ. So tonight here on Never Before Seen, we are following up Mercy Kill's excursion into Hyrule with our own excursion into the Frail Empire, and Mendez is going to be our tour guide. Except, I think the tour is not going to be exactly as you'd expect, because we're diving into the Randomizer for Soul Blazer. This is a game that is kind of part of the unofficial Quintet trilogy alongside Terranigma and Illusion of Gaia. So, Mendez, how are you on tonight? How are you doing tonight?
Hey, that's me. I am doing pretty tired today.
Relatable.
That's grammatically correct.
It's very early in the morning for you right now over in the UK, right?
It's almost 3:30 in the morning. So, the perfect time to do some speedruns.
Yeah, exactly. It's the perfect time to start, doing a Soul Blazer randomizer. Nothing can go wrong, right?
Exactly. I'm really hoping this seed treats me well.
I mean, I'm sure it will. I'm getting roasted in DMs by our wonderful producer for saying, "How are you on?" Thank you very much, Richard. But, we're going to start whenever you are ready to go, Mendez. If you want to, go ahead, introduce, the game and everything, and count us down.
All right, so hello everybody. This is Soul Blazer Randomizer. As Amber says, this is part of the Quintet trilogy, along with Illusion of Gaia and Terranigma. It's usually grouped. Those games are usually grouped together because they're kind of all developed by the same developer, and they kind of have similar themes. They're kind of similar in gameplay a little bit. And Soul Blazer was the first one to be released. And all three of the games have randomizers. Now, I only run the first one, but I'm hopefully aiming to start running the other randomizers for the other Quintet games fairly soon. But yes, we're gonna get started and then kind of explain what's going on. So as you can see, we've kind of got a seed at the top. This is a custom build of the game because I wanted to do a custom build of the randomizer to change a little bit of the text. So hey, GDQ hotfix. And time is going to begin as soon as we enter our name, because that's when we are going to gain control of our character, and then I will explain what is going on. So, if Tech is ready with the timer, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, now! Alright, so, the theme of this game is kind of rebirth. The world has been destroyed by an evil creature called Death Toll, and I did really terribly there. And we need to go around the world and free all the sentient creatures of this world that have been trapped in these monster lairs. And to do that, we're going to start with the Sword of Life there. We always start with the Sword of Life. That chest always contains the Sword of Life. It is the most basic sword in the game. And we always start only with access to this dungeon down here, which is the underground castle. So what we have to do is we have to go and defeat all the monsters in these monster lairs, step on them, and that frees whatever sentient NPC is inside. The game consists of 6 worlds, and usually what happens in the actual non-randomized version of the game is that all the monster lairs in World 1 unlock NPCs in World 1. But in this randomizer, we could be unlocking NPCs from anywhere in the game, and it's going to dictate kind of what items we get and where we can actually go. So we're going to just free that one. Not all these monster lairs contain souls as well. Some of them just contain unlock, like that one just unlock that staircase. So we're not going to do all of them because some of them are completely useless. This is going to be a kind of difficult one. We do have a medical herb, so I'm going to equip that. And yeah, there's a lot to explain kind of at the beginning. But yeah, the way this game basically works is we're going to be unlocking different dungeons. Oh god. It's a lot about positioning. So you can see, I'm just trying to take out these enemies without taking too much damage. We have taken a lot of health damage, but hopefully we're fine. And I think everywhere that we've unlocked so far has been in World 1 anyway, so as I said we can unlock stuff anywhere, but we're just kind of unlocking stuff in World 1, which is fine. But yeah, so one of the most important techniques in this game is the crab walk. So we can hold our sword in front of us and just kind of walk forward. I'm just going to get these remote down here. And that kind of allows us to activate the hitbox on our sword without actually swinging it. At level 1, swinging our sword and using the crab walk does the same amount of damage, so it's not too different. Typically, the higher level we are, the more we want to kind of use our actual swinging our sword. But the crab walk is good for just like positioning. A lot of this game is basically all about positioning and trying to get in a really good position to not get hit and to take out the enemies as soon as their invincibility frames wear out, as soon as they spawn. So we've unlocked a bird there. I'm kind of keeping... I've got a piece of paper to kind of keep track of kind of which NPCs we're unlocking in which areas, because some of them you can talk to for items, for example, or they might unlock like certain item checks. Oh god, we've got another row of these. These are probably the worst like enemies in World 1 for just how unpredictable their movement is. So that was kind of slow, but... and I should probably also talk about what the randomizer actually like randomizes. So as well as randomizing kind of what is in each lair, we'll just switch to the Lucky Blade. As well as randomizing what's in each lair, it also randomizes kind of all the items that are in each location, and it also randomizes these lairs themselves. So which enemies are in each lair, as well as the behavior of the lair itself. So you can see these two lairs that are on screen now have both been spawning multiple enemies, but sometimes you might get like a one-of-a-kind spawner, a one-at-a-time spawner that only spawns one enemy at a time, so you have to kill that one before the next one spawns. So like, yeah, the behavior of every single lair, like what monsters are in it, how many monsters are in it, so there can be up to like 16 monsters in a lair. See, this is a one-at-a-time spawner, so as soon as we kill that one, the next one spawns. One-at-a-time spawners can only contain between 2 and 6 enemies, so they're a little bit slower because you can only get one at a time. We're actually going to take a bit of intentional damage here, because this is the last lair that we have access to here, and we're going to take a death abuse when we finish this cutscene so that we can get back to the outside world. And we unlock the grandpa in World 4.
Someone's asking, the map itself isn't randomized though, right?
Oh, I just wasted my herb. The map itself isn't randomized. No, the map is as normal. However, where we go to is done in different orders. Now that we've done that dungeon, we don't actually have access, because we've not got the bridge that's supposed to be on the right there, we don't have access to the second dungeon of World 1. So instead, we're going to have to come up here and talk to the chief, and that's going to give us access to World 2. So we're going to go to World 2. We've not got any armor upgrades, but we do have a sword upgrade, so World 2 shouldn't be too bad. Quite often it makes you go to World 2 really underleveled and with no upgrades. And those are always the worst seeds. But yeah, the map itself is not randomized. So this is World 2. Oh, we unlocked the bird, so we're going to get the item from the bird, just in case it's like an armor or a sword upgrade. So this item, we need to scare the bird away and then talk to the bird when they're over here, and we're going to get the medical herb. The medical herb is kind of this is like the filler item. It kind of just indicates that there's no key item there. But it's still a useful item, because as long as we've got it equipped, when we take lethal damage, we will just heal back up to full health. From World 1, actually, there's like 3 different ways the game can make you go. It could require you to go to the second dungeon in World 1. It could require you to go straight to World 2, as it's done here. See, we just unlocked the bridge, so we could actually go across to the other side of World 1 now. Or also, in very rare circumstances, it can also require you to go to the third dungeon in World 1 as well. So there's a few different places. Like I said, we always start out. Oh, this is going to be awful. We are probably going to. Oh, we got a herb, so we should be all right actually. But yeah, these are one of the worst enemies. Oh god, okay, no, we're probably going to die here.
Look real rough.
Yeah, okay, we're going to die here, that's fine. Yeah, as I say, coming to World 2 without any armor, those all do like 2 or 3 health with every single hit, and they're invulnerable while they're doing their vines, so the fact that when they gang up on you, they are just, like, awful. But it's fine, we just lose a few seconds, and we're going to come back and have another go. I'm going to try to take out this one before it stabs me in the back. I'm going to take out that there. I'm always really impressed as well by just how many things can spawn on screen in this game. We might be in trouble here. This is pretty much exactly what I did not want to happen. Uh-oh. All right, we're gonna be like extra super careful here. Just bait out the roots one by one. Oh, there we go. That was close. We got a level up, so we got fully healed from that. And we're pretty much on the verge of death again. That's fine. As that, like, I'm kind of like, I'm not one of the like super top runners of this game. There are people that like can regularly get through World 2 even with no upgrades without dying. But when I get a spawner like that, and there's just like so many enemies that are just so hard to hit and just constantly have vulnerability, it's fine to take a death or two. We'll make it up. It's fine.
Yeah, I've watched you do a number of these randomizer seeds on the weekly. Like, because the community has weekly seeds and a leaderboard for those, right? I've seen you do a number of these, and I've seen you die, like, often, like, in the early game just because of situations like this. Yeah, exactly. But it's fine. That's never happened before, honest. See, the game knows. As I say, those texts are randomized. There's a few, like, different things it can be, but, yeah, I've changed them to be slightly more GDQ appropriate. I also like to do a kind of guessing game. So I'd like chat, just while we're kind of getting into World 2 here, to guess what the final item that we're going to get is going to be. So there's 12 items that are like required in this game. There are 6 colored stones, which go brown, blue, green, purple, black, silver. There's 3 red hot items that we need to find. And there's the soul armor and soul blade and the phoenix magic. Those are the 12 items that we need. We've already found the red hot stick, so we've got 1 out of 12 already. That was a really annoying statue enemy there. These statues just teleport around. These are the other really annoying enemy in World 2. They always like predict your movements as well. They're like really good at it. And coming out of like, and this is a 1 at a time spawner obviously because we're only getting one statue at a time. I'm gonna try and take out these butterflies that are coming towards me. Okay, we got all the butterflies. So that's popped the monster spawner in the middle of the room. But we can't get there until we've made a bridge, which we do by popping this monster spawner. I think this is the 4th enemy that's coming out of this spawner. Okay, one more. Hello. Sometimes getting these things to spawn on screen is really annoying. It's just kind of walk back and forth while there's a bunch of like ground that they can spawn on. There we go. So we've already popped this middle like spawner. But we do need to kill all those things before we can actually step on it, otherwise we'll take some damage. And we get a grandpa. This is World 4, by the way. World 4 is like a underground tunnel kind of world, and yeah, as we unlock souls, we're kind of also unlocking paths in there. So some of the souls we call like Pathfinder souls, and there's quite a number of souls that we need to find as well to be able to get everywhere we need to get in World 4. Yeah, as far as what we're looking for at the moment, spawn please, thank you.
as far as what we're looking for at the moment, we need obviously the 11 items that I've already mentioned, as well as progression NPCs. So we need, each world has a progression NPC that will allow us to get to. Damn it! I thought I got away with that thing not spawning. Unfortunately, no such luck.
Those bush things look genuinely awful to deal with.
Oh, they really are.
Like the
they can attack you
range on them.
Yeah, they attack you from so far away, and yeah, like I say, they're invincible while they're actually like doing the root animation. So you can't just go in and kill them all because they spawn at different times. They'll all be using the root animation at different times. So yeah, it gets brutal. We're gonna try and stay down here while tackling these.
The bushes just want to give me one.
Right, look, you're not helping. You're not helping here.
So I'm actually curious, for folks in the chat, how many of you had heard of Illusion of Gaia and Terranigma, but never this game? Because I was one of those. I had heard of Illusion of Gaia and Terranigma, did not know they were by the same devs, nor did I know that they were connected in any way, shape, or form. And I did not know about Soul Blazer until I saw you playing it, Mendez.
I think that's quite common. Like, Soul Blazer came out very early in the SNES's life cycle. And, you know, you can kind of tell the Illusion of Gaia and Terranigma definitely get more technically competent as it goes along. Okay, we're going to try and take these out. I've avoided spawning everything on this spawner. We're going to spawn some more. Just so that we didn't have to deal with all of them at once. The other thing to note, actually, the Lucky Blade that we've got, that we're using, swords actually have level requirements. I think the Lucky Blade requires like level 11 or so. But obviously we're not level 11, but we can still use the Lucky Blade. We can only crab walk with it though. We can't swing this sword. Which is really cool. Like, the damage it does is still well worth having it equipped for now, but eventually, like, the damage it does latently just from holding it is not going to scale as well. So we're going to probably have to switch back to a lower powered sword that we can, if we find one.
Yeah, one that you can actually swing, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because swinging the sword actually has a few strategies as well. So the hero is always right-handed. Because I know in some RPGs it was very common to just mirror the sprite, but they have not done that in this game. So while you are walking up, you've got the sword in the same hand as while you're walking down. And the reason they do that is because the slash always goes the same way. So if you're actually standing on the left side and slashing to the right, you can get double damage because the hitbox hits them twice.
God, this area is basically a bullet hell right now.
Yeah, this is absolute bullet hell. It's also, I find this game technically fascinating. We were always going to die there. I find this game technically fascinating just because the sheer amount of stuff that can spawn on screen. You get a lot of slowdown, but it just spawns them all like a champ. This game, honestly.
Yeah, it'll chug. It just refuses to crash, which is absurd. Because I've seen way more on screen than that, and like all I saw was just like, you know, the frames kind of get cut in half, but like that would be about it. Yeah,
this is way more than I usually die, but it's fine. It's a brutal start.
Yeah, this start is a bit rough just because you're coming into like. You're coming into World 2 without any armor upgrades, and it's also giving you some really nasty enemies.
Yeah, we're gonna try and spawn like half the enemies. Okay.
So about spawning half the enemies, did you mean all the enemies?
No, there's still some I've not spawned.
Oh no.
As I say, there can be up to 16, and like... Okay, we've definitely not got 8, so we've definitely got more than half, but still. Okay, I've spawned them all now. Okay, they're gonna fire that way. We're gonna go this one, and a lot of it, as I say, this is pure positioning, right? You just need to get in the right position. Don't spawn up there. I can't hit you up there. You just need to get in the right position so that you can deal damage to them, avoid their shots, and World 2 is by far the most brutal for it. We got the tool shop owner, so that's an item check we can do back in World 1. right, and now we're going to just carry on. We've got a few items we can get down here, actually. So we're going to go a few item checks. These are the easiest enemies. You just stand there and just let them spawn into the weapon. So how's everyone doing?
Ones.
Just going to hold my sword out, and if they spawn into it, that's not my fault. We get the red hot ball. Ooh, so we got the red hot stick and the red hot ball. That's 2 of the required 12 items. I get the feeling we're going to have a very early king seed because we need the 3 red hot items to activate the king. We've also found, I mentioned the NPCs in, oh no.
Not these things.
We don't have any magic
in a hallway,
either.
no less.
We'll come back.
Meanwhile, we've got Grimer's ugly cousin here.
Yeah. We'll come back for those. It's fine. Hopefully we'll get a level up. If we get a level up, we'll head back. We get a VIP card there. That is going to give us access to one of the dungeons in World 6. Nothing super early, though. I'm also trying to pay attention to what we're unlocking in what order as well, because typically things that you unlock earlier are slightly more likely to have like important items in, just because of how the randomization works. So the fact that we got the VIP card, that's going to let us get into the right tower when we get to Magritte Castle. Right tower tends to have quite a lot of good items anyway, so we'll probably head there as soon as we get into World 6 if we've got it unlocked. But yeah, so a couple of those are fake NPCs, or fake monsters. And we're coming up to the end of the water shrine here. Gonna stand back a little bit for this. So this is gonna unlock another chest. Hopefully gonna have something good in it. But yeah, so when I say an early king seed, to actually the king is required in this game because talking to the king with the 3 red hot items is what triggers the final boss to spawn. Ooh, okay, recovery swords. That's the 2nd highest damage dealing weapon in the game. We're gonna head back to those bushes now. This is slightly inefficient. It would have been obviously much better to deal with them while we were there, but I just wasn't feeling confident at the time. The recovery sword actually heals us with every enemy we kill, though, so we should be able to just kind of let them spawn and then just head in and heal more than we're dealing damage. Yeah, nice.
Seems right.
Yep, absolutely. We get a stump here. That actually is a stump that gives us an item, so well, I've just kind of made a note of that. Yeah, if I ever look down, I'm just kind of making a note of certain NPCs that we're unlocking, because my memory is terrible in randomizers. If I don't have a tracker telling me where I've been, I will forget. So I tend to make use of paper trackers for some games. Yeah, we've got another... Oh, we've already done this item down here. See? Exactly. Point exactly. Literally forgot we'd already done that one. These enemies are also pretty good. So these enemies always like have an alignment as well, and they jump in a certain direction. So the alignment is also randomized. I'm just going to stand here with my sword. We're just going to spawn into them. I think this is a 1-at-a-time spawner, so that's probably the last one. There we go. And that unlocks the Watermill Keeper. Okay, so as far as where we can go next, that gives us an option of where we can go next. We can go to the 2nd dungeon of World 1. We've not unlocked the progression NPC for World 2 yet, which means we can't go on to World 3. We'd need to find the Guardian for that. We're just going to get... Oh, Silverstone. Okay, that's the 3rd of the 12 items we need. We're not going to bother with that monster lair, even though we've popped it. We're not even going to bother stepping on it because it just opens up a shortcut back. One thing we are going to do before we take on... Actually, no, let's take on these first. Just because we're on full health and we're healing more than we're doing damage anyway. And we just got a level anyway.
Levels heal you fully, right? When they pop?
Yes, they do. And you always need, yeah, so you can kind of predict by just looking at the experience. I've not really got the experience table quite memorized yet, but I know some key like levels that I try and aim for, especially early game. Just so I know when I can kind of go a little bit ham and hopefully get healed. That unlocks a shortcut back anyway. We're going to get a full heal there. And we're going to go on to the second dungeon of World 2, which is the Fire Shrine. This is a one-at-a-time spawner. This is a really unfortunate one-at-a-time spawner because we've got to wait for them to appear.
Items and enemies are randomized, just for who's asking in chat. Items and enemies are randomized, but also the things that the layers unlock are randomized as well. So, like, normally you would have, like, dungeons in level 1 unlock NPCs and you know, places in World 1, but you can have a thing in World 1 unlock something in, like, World 3.
Yes, exactly. They also, like, randomize the behavior of these layers. So you see this is a one-at-a-time spawner, but I think normally it's got like fire enemies in it in the vanilla game. So it randomizes how many enemies there are in it, which is between 2 and 6 for one-at-a-time spawners, or between 4 and 16 for every other type of layer.
We've got a couple of folks asking about the blue orb. I'm sorry if you've explained it already. If you don't mind just touching on that again, what the blue orb around your character is.
Oh yes, the blue orb. Yeah, sorry, I've played this game so much that I kind of like don't remember what there is to talk about. The blue orb is actually a great soul. So it's the soul of the magician. It's actually the magician that we found in the very first room in the game. And it lets us use magic. We've actually not unlocked any magic yet. But if we did have when we do have magic, the magic is going to come out of that blue orb, rather than coming from us, because it's technically the magician that we've unlocked that's doing that magic rather than us. So we kind of have to. So yeah, we do sometimes have to manipulate that orb and the position of it, which we can do. Sometimes there's some of the dungeons are going to require it more than others. We see metal enemies in here. We see those scorpions that are wandering around. In order to defeat those, we need a sword that can defeat metal enemies, and unfortunately we don't have one yet. There's 2 in the game. There's the Zantetsu sword and the soul blade, but because we've not got either, we can't kill them yet. So we're going to have to but there is still a monster lair that they lock, so we might have to come back once we've got one of those metal killing swords and deal with the monster lair then. We get a goat pen, which again is an item check. And we're just going to do a couple of other ones that are hidden around this maze. Going to go to the other side of this one.
And I assume the orb is unable to be disabled at any point in the game, right?
By disabled? Yeah,
basically,
so it'll always be there.
Is it there the whole game? Yeah.
Yeah, it's there the whole game. If there's too many things on screen, sometimes it does like just not spawn magic, which is very annoying because that's the time that you kind of need it to spawn magic. But yeah, it is going to be there the whole game.
Okay.
Okay, there's the king. All right, this is definitely going to be an early king seed. We've got the king. We've got one of the pathfinders to the king, and we've got 2 of the items the king needs. Like, the only things we need to find to actually be able to do the king's check and unlock the final boss is the other red hot item with the red hot mirror, 2 dancing grandmas, which are the best part of the game.
2 dancing grandmas.
We need the dancing grandmas. And I think a couple of other Pathfinder NPCs just to get to the king. So hopefully they won't be too hard to find. Now that there we found the Woods Guardian as well. That's the progression NPC for World 2, so that's going to let us go on to World 3. So after this, we do have a choice of going like back to World 1 and doing some stuff there, or we could go on straight on to World 3. If we find the Mermaid Queen, then we could potentially go straight on to World 4. I tend to like to go to higher level areas first, just because that makes the lower level areas faster when we've got the experience. Because the experience you get from enemies kind of follows a very exponential curve. So going to World 4, we would gain levels incredibly fast. We've got like one of the few hints in the game there. So when we unlock that NPC, that NPC actually tells us what they have. So we know that NPC has a platinum card.
So what are some items you like seeing in the early game?
Oh, definitely like the high level weapon and armor upgrades. Soul Blade, Soul Armor. Light armor is really good because light armor it's usually a very end game armor. But if you get it early on, it stops you taking damage from any enemies in Worlds 1 to 3.
Yo!
So it makes the entirety of Worlds 1 to 3 just free. It's
That's
incredibly good.
Honestly, pretty great that you're just able to face tank everything with that armor.
Yeah. It does make a really annoying noise, but it's well worth it. Oh, I was hoping we'd find it then. I usually get that thing in Randomizer where you start talking about an item and then the next check has it, but no such luck today. Obviously, we don't want to step on the bridges while they're red because, you know, they hot bridges. They burn.
Did you know the fire is hot?
Fire is hot. Fire is hot in this game. There is armor that will let you walk on these, but we do not have it. And I'm not feeling super confident to kind of walk across it without... Walk across it a little bit, I guess. Speaking of like exponential experience curves as well, if you can get the Zantetsu sword or the Soul Blade in time for World 2, then you can kill those scorpions. Because you don't usually get the Zantetsu sword till World 5. Oh, finally got some armor. They actually give World 5 experience, so like just killing them will probably get you to like level 10 or something. It is ludicrous how much they give. Oh, we need to do the Sea of Soul up here. Got so fire enemies. I'm just going to stand off to the side.
How did you end up playing, like, getting into this game? Not necessarily the randomizer, but like, how did you end up discovering it, like, growing up, or maybe you discovered it as an adult? I'm not sure, but what's your origin with the game?
Yeah, it's a good question. Of the Quintet trilogy, the first one I played was definitely Illusion of Gaia. I don't remember what prompted me to play it, but I think I was just looking for some good, like, retro games, and it was coming highly recommended as an RPG. And I love Illusion of Gaia. Illusion of Gaia, I think, is one of my like favorite SNES games. I really need to revisit it because it's been like literally like probably about a decade since I last played it. And then I played Terranigma after that, and then eventually I think I found Soul Blazer because it was always kind of lumped in with the other two as kind of the whole trilogy. So yeah, I very much found it through Illusion of Gaia, which I think is how most people have kind of found the series as well. Illusion of Gaia and Terranigma definitely have a lot more notoriety to them, a lot more like fame. There's the light armor. All right, we're not taking any more damage. Fantastic, it happened.
Yo, let's go. That is a good find at this point, because like, you still have to go back to World 1 for some things, right? Or did you already do that?
Absolutely. Oh, but listen to this noise. It's fantastic, right?
What a great noise.
So we're going to open up a path back. We've not got the Greenwood Leaf, which means we can't go on to the third dungeon of World 2. So instead, we have a choice of going back to World 1, where we actually have a lot of item checks. Or we can head on to World 3. I think we're going to head on to World 3, because back in World 1, we could do the Underground Castle Part 2. But there would be one item in it that we wouldn't be able to get. We still need to unlock something else before we can get that. We need to find Lisa. So we're actually going to go straight on to World 3. And... Oh, we can't go this way. We need to actually talk to the progression NPC first. We got Light Arrow as well. That's the best magic in the game. Okay, we just got the best armor, best magic. Fantastic.
So you got Phoenix and
No,
it's not Phoenix.
Not Phoenix. So yeah, Phoenix is the required magic because it's the only thing that can damage the final boss.
Right.
But the light arrow is like the best general purpose magic. It fires bolts in all 4 directions from the orb. So it's by far the most useful thing for just kind of day-to-day combat. We're going to come up here, we're going to talk to the Queen, we're going to open up Southerter. And that's going to let us go over here to our next kind of dungeon. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. We're 30 minutes in, and we've already got 3 of the required items, which is pretty darn good. So we just need five stones, 1 red hot item, soul blade, soul armor, and phoenix. That's another item check with the tulip. Yes, that tulip is an item check. And I think this game actually has a fairly, like, not like high barrier to entry, but like you need to have some game knowledge before you can really play the randomizer properly, unless you've got like a list of where all the checks are. I think that's probably the case with a lot of randomizers though. Because a lot of the time it's not very obvious where items are. Yeah, so because we can just walk through all these enemies, no problem whatsoever. This is the kind of gameplay that suits my style.
Someone's saying this music slaps. Yeah, this is probably like when you first started to get into the randomizer and we would sit in Discord calls and I'd listen to it. This is probably one of the first like tracks that actually stuck out to me.
Yeah,
there's a few others, but I wouldn't be able to tell you what they are or where they are. I just know them by sound.
Honestly, when we get to World 5 and we get like the basement music is absolutely fantastic. It really slaps. So we got the queen there. The queen cannot have so the queen does give us an item, but it can't be anything. It can't be a key item because we are able to despawn the queen, which means that we obviously would not be able to get the item again. Yeah, I genuinely can't help but like coming along with this music. So I'm going to try and stop myself.
I had to resist like loudly ad-libbing usually like profane things, but ad-libbing to Zelda 2's music earlier when it was Mercy Kill with TGH and Skybills because
yeah,
like the Zelda 2 music is really it slaps, and
oh yeah,
like I actually had to do some like stealth like audio fixing on our end because his music was not quite right coming through the stream. So I was just like, let me just grab the mouse while off cam and fix the filters. It'll be fine.
Yeah, so this is the end. This is the end of Solitaire. I think this is the last item check. Or the last soul check. Sorry. We're gonna have to kill all these enemies that are spawned around here. Sometimes you'll notice the enemies don't spawn from the lairs either. They just spawn in certain predetermined locations, like there. Okay, we've got more birds. That's fine. I'm gonna stand here. A bit higher. There we go. This is a one-at-a-time spawner, so we're going to step on it between each spawning, just in case it's the last one. A little bit of a optimization. There we go. And that's open. Oh, that's unlocked King Magritte, actually. So that's the World 6 progression boss. We don't have the Mermaid Queen, though, so we can't go on to World 4. We might actually be forced to go back to World 1 here, if World 1 contains the progression NPC for World 4, which is the Mermaid Queen. We could go and check that spawner over there. You can't get to that spawner from here, but we can go to the other side and get it, which we will probably do now. Just because it's a little out of the way. We're also going to grab that platinum card that was mentioned before. So that's going to let us get into the other tower in World 6. Oh, we're going to need to equip the bubble armor here because we're underwater. I always forget to equip the bubble armor. We'll always take a point of damage there as we enter this world. And then I'll always forget to change back when we're done. That is a rule in this game. When you switch to bubble armor, you have to always forget to switch back. It is not, and I really wish I wouldn't.
It is just like the rule where if I'm playing a classic Sonic game and I get a shield, I have to immediately lose it within the next 10 seconds.
That's exactly what it is. So I got one of the grandmas there. There are 2 grandmas that we're going to unlock throughout the course of this run that are required. So again, a very, very early king. Get more evidence of that. Which also probably means that the king's going to have a decent item for us. We're also going to come down here and get a chest from the side. Hopefully be something good. Tornado magic. Okay, tornado magic is really unpredictable. It spawns a tornado that just moves around the screen randomly and then eventually just moves off screen. We're basically being forced to go back to World 1, I think. We've not got the Greenwood Leaf, so we can't carry on in World 2. We've got Ghost Ship, but we've not got Rockbird, so we can't carry on in World 3. Okay, so yeah, we're definitely forced to go to World 1 again. So we're going to cross the bridge. We're going to check a few items here. So there's an item in the goat pen down here, a big pearl. There's an item down here. In fact, there's 2 items down here. One on the floor up here, which does not appear to be there. Sometimes that just is nothing, so you don't get anything. And 1 item here, which is the magic bell. When we have that equipped, we can cast magic without gems. Oh, gems in this game, by the way. There are like magic currency. They're basically our MP. We need to... Did we not the wheel, have we? No, we haven't. So we need to turn this wheel. That's going to unlock the second part of the underground castle anyway. We don't have the pass either, so we can't go get the 2 items from the boy that was just standing over there. And I think we've checked every item here. Oh, I don't think I checked this tool shop, actually. Whatever. We'll come back and do that. Right now, we're going to do the Underground Castle Part 2, and hopefully the Mermaid Queen will be here. It'll be either the Mermaid Queen, or we'll get the Greenwood Leaves and be able to go to the next part of World 2. But yeah, it's we've kind of got a fairly like linear kind of seed at the moment, just because we've not been able to go to any of the later worlds super early. But that happens sometimes. You know, you're always like, due to the way the randomizer works. Oh, we got the other dancing grandma.
Yo, dancing grandmas.
Yeah, we're gonna get sub-hour dancing grandmas here. We just need a red hot item and I think a Pathfinder NPC, which is totally going to be right in this monster here. As soon as it pops. No, as soon as it pops. Pathfinder NPC? No. Dang it! I was hoping the blessing of talking about it would happen again.
Just gotta talk things into existence.
Exactly.
That's how randomizers work. If something can be spoken into existence, it will.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely how it works. Yeah, we're just gonna kind of deal with those. That was a 1 at a time spawner. I need to remember. You know, I've forgotten to switch back to the light armor again. I told you I would. It's fine. We're not gonna we're high enough level that this area is not really a problem, but I knew I'd forget anyway. So we got a dolphin there that's going to break Lou out of jail, but unfortunately we've not unlocked Lou yet, so Lou's not actually in the jail. But that's fine. You keep bashing away at that wall. No, there is a slight flaw in your plan. Yeah, it's trying.
Maybe it's a psychic dolphin and can predict the future.
Oh, there's Lisa. Okay, so yeah, we were never going to get Lisa before Underground Castle 2, because Lisa was literally in Underground Castle 2. This game's trying to make me look like a fool today. All right, we've got two to deal with here. We're trying to take these out as efficiently as possible, so I'm going to have a look at the situation. The left ones are 1 at a time spawners, so trying to focus on killing those ones on the left as soon as they spawn. And it's really just about like positioning, optimizing, like what order you're killing things to try and defeat them on the frame that they spawn. Especially for the early level like dungeons where realistically you're not going to like die too much, especially in like Underground Castle. We also got the Queen there. That's the progression NPC for World 3, so we can go on to World 4 now. So as soon as we're done here, we will head over to the Mountain of Souls. Okay,
go ahead.
Okay.
If someone were to try to get into this game, maybe not necessarily the randomizer, because you did mention earlier you recommend having game knowledge prior to getting into the randomizer, unless you have like a complete list of where all the checks are. And can commit that to memory. What are some tips that you would give to someone like going through this game for the first time?
I think just doing a casual playthrough, you'll kind of get a lot of that game knowledge. Just because the game's very good at kind of guiding you kind of where to go. And like so as far as like trackers work in this game, I think we've got the tracker on stream. I'm certainly streaming it. But
we do.
Cool. Like the community tracker doesn't have a lot of things in it. It's just kind of just got the main like important items. For the first few runs, what I'd recommend is using the tracker built into Emo Tracker, which you can get as like a downloaded through Emo Tracker. And that actually contains like all the soul locations, all the item locations, and like which NPCs. It's got logic for which NPCs unlock which checks. So that kind of just going. That's kind of what I like to do on my first few randomizer playthroughs. Is just take it slow, go through every check carefully. Just make sure you don't miss things. The goal on your first few plays is just literally just complete it. And then worry about like trying to optimize things and go fast. And ask in the Discord, because there is a Discord for the Rando Blazer community, where we are generally friendly people. And yeah, people are generally happy to help out. We also do weekly generate weekly seeds, as I've already mentioned. So there's a leaderboard every single week that you can kind of put your time onto.
And you're also able to like track your data over every week that you submit. It collects all the like seeds you submit for, right, on that website.
Yes, absolutely. So every weekly seed, we've got a custom website that for every weekly seed generates a leaderboard, and you can submit your time that you get, and we got a like leaderboard per week. And there's like somewhere between like 8 and 10 usually people on it each week. So there's a fairly active community. Yeah, certainly not on the level of like the more popular randomizers, but it's definitely not a. It's got a loyal following.
Yeah, and it's not always the same names. Like I see a lot of the same consistent names every week on the leaderboard, but I've definitely seen like, you know, every once in a while someone pops in who hasn't popped in weeks or has never done one before. And stuff like that. I've noticed that like as you flick through the pages of weeks that you've submitted for, because you're on. How many weeks have you done at this point?
This weekend was my 26th week, so I've officially been doing it for half a year.
And I've watched you like improve. Like I've watched you go from needing like needing the Emo Tracker map tracker to like learning all of the checks without a map. And yes, you keep paper notes, and I think that is completely fine. In fact, I think it's really cool that you do. You're one of the few randomizer players that I see actually write things down. I think the only other person has been like Skybills doing Zelda 1 rando, where she has a whiteboard, like, or like a laminated world map of Zelda 1, and like actually like dry erase markers on it. It's really awesome how she
that's really
keeps
cool.
her notes.
Yeah, so I've got like a checklist that's got like all the dungeons on it, and I just tend to photocopy the page. But yeah, I definitely need some like dry erase thing would be really cool.
Yeah.
So what we did there was we unlocked Lisa in Underground Castle 2. So I thought, you know, we might as well just do Lisa really quick. So we went back to the Grass Valley. Went into Lisa's dream, because that's a thing we can do, obviously. And then unlocked another room in Underground Castle 2, which we just went and got the item and the soul in there. That did unlock... that was actually required. So we did unlock something that we need in World 5. We unlocked a set of steps. So that's good. It's a good thing we did it. So we have a choice now. We can go to World 3, and we can do a couple of dungeons in World 3. Or we can now go on to World 4. And I think we're going to stick in World 3 for now, because the dungeon we can do in World 3 is called Rockbird, and it's got a couple of items in it. And it's one of the areas that I find very rarely like doesn't have something good in it. We need to switch to the bubble armor. As I say, always taking damage there. It's fine. We need to. We'll switch to the light armor as soon as we get to Rockbird. I don't think I unlocked Rockbird. I might have made a mistake here. Oh well. We'll unlock this anyway, and then we'll go back and unlock Rockbird. So the way the dungeons in World 3 work, you have to unlock them. So you get the mermaid statues in the hub world, which is the seabed of Centels. And then you have to talk to these statues to actually unlock the like area that they are associated with. You can see we've like got rid of that barrier there. Yeah. Little time lost from having to go back there, but that's fine. Commentating and playing at the same time is difficult.
Oh yeah, like there is no showcase of any randomizer ever where you don't forget something simply because you were talking. And there are times where you'll talk about doing a thing to the point where you kind of trick yourself into thinking you did the thing.
All the time.
And then you wander over to, you know, where you thought the thing was, and it's like, oh, I didn't go talk to this, or I didn't go unlock this, I didn't go collect that item. I talked about it, I thought about it really hard, so I thought it was true.
And I am terrified of that happening in this game, because finding a check that you've not done when there's so many checks is very difficult. Alright, we've done Solitaire, we've done Solitaire South, we're doing Rockbird. Right, let's go. So yeah, we want to do that check there. We don't want to do this, that just unlocks a shortcut, which we don't need. And here is the island of Rockbird. So yeah, as I say, Rockbird is one of those. Rockbird's one of those dungeons that like almost always contains something super useful. We're gonna switch to the light armor.
Yo, those look like ho-ohs.
Yeah, pretty much. Like the firebird things.
Whenever I watch you play Soul Blazer, it makes me want to do another Crystal Rando Seed. We haven't done one of those in a while.
Yeah, we haven't. We should do that. You know what? I think we've not done one since we did like the randomizer on nightmare settings.
Oh god, yeah, when we did the nightmare setting rando for like 9 hours of our lives we're not getting back.
I think we literally did that co-op, and I think since then we've just not played it.
Oh my god. Like, alright, for context chat, Mendez and I, like, at the beginning of this year, Mendez was like, I want to get into randomizers. Maybe I'll do a Pokemon one. And I was like, yo, I used to do Pokemon Crystal Rando and, you know, Blue Rando. We should do a Crystal Rando together. So we did, and we started to basically relearn it. And, or in my case, relearn it. In Mendez's case, learn it for the first time. And we're both proprietors of bad ideas. And there's a setting in the Pokemon Crystal Randomizer called Nightmare Mode, and it is awful. And I think there's I think it was the description of the difficulty was you are a bad person difficulty.
Yeah.
And we decided to co-op that, and that took us like 9 hours. And I haven't done a Crystal Rando since, I'm pretty sure.
Was that my birthday stream? No.
I think no.
Oh no. I think
was
it was
birthday week?
It was my birthday week. It was in my birthday week. This is the kind of thing I decided to do for my birthday week. Like, what is wrong with me? And yes, we got the red hot mirror and all that. So we have the mirror, we have the two dancing grandmas, we have the king. I think we actually don't have the path to the king though. I think that's literally the thing we're missing. But other than that, we can go talk to the king in World 4. We will check as soon as we get there, because sometimes I don't bother keeping track of the Pathfinder NPCs. Alright, we're gonna come down here, do this one. God, there's so many firebirds everywhere. These firebirds, really annoying if you don't have the light armor. It is a good thing we have the light armor. And yeah, a large part of like Rockbird is just like completely destroying the ecosystem by draining all these lakes. I mean, that doesn't seem particularly heroic, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Look, you're a divine, like, something or other sent down to help this world. Clearly you are helping.
That's the thing about the story in this game. It's kind of implied that you're like you're all they ever really say is you're from the sky, right? So as the world is being destroyed, the master and you, his follower, were like watching it from above, and I think it's kind of implied that you're like an angel and the master is God, and yeah, yeah, you're just a creature from the sky.
Look,
we are a soul blazer.
I've been rewatching an anime called Cyborg 009. It's by the same person who created Kamen Rider, and Android Kikaider, and there's like one other, Super Sentai, like same author. And there is an arc in the anime where there are characters that think that they're gods, and they are on a mission to stop wars, but they stop wars by destroying the cities they're warring. And it's like, this is the same concept, except instead of destroying cities, you're just draining lakes and destroying the ecosystem.
Yep.
Right? That's how this is gonna work.
Yep, exactly. All right, so now we've done Rockbird. Again, we could go to World 4. I'm actually going to take a slight detour to go do another dungeon in World 3, which is the Ghost Ship. Now, there is a boss in Ghost Ship. I'm probably not going to go do the boss, just because it will be, like... We can do it at this level, and it wouldn't be too difficult, but it would just be probably slower than coming back to do it, because we are going to be unlocking a shortcut to the boss as well. So I'm just going to do the path to the boss, but not do the boss itself. So we're going to come around here. We've got an item check that we can get over here, which is one that I commonly forget. Because it's just a single chest just off to the side. It's all right, 50 gems, not important. And yeah, I think this does carry on, like, the people are mentioning ActRaiser in the chat. Like, I think it's pretty much that same concept. Because ActRaiser, like, is also developed by Quintet.
Is
but
it?
For some reason, it's never grouped together with Illusion of Gaia and Terranigma that much. Like, I consider ActRaiser to be like part of the Quintet quadrilogy more than anything, but it always kind of gets missed off. But yeah, it's the same developer.
I did not know that, actually. And considering ActRaiser has been remade, hopefully the Quintet trilogy at some point will be.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. We need like Illusion of Gaia reboot. And also a game that I played as a kid as well on the PS1, which I did not realize was Quintet until literally like this year, which is Grand Stream Saga, which is another game that nobody's ever heard of.
I was gonna say, I've never heard of that one. Would you recommend people play this before playing Illusion of Gaia or Terranigma?
There is no continuity in story, so I think they can be tackled in any order. I think if you want to tackle them in the order of like how good they are technically, definitely start with this. All right, we're going to ignore the boss for now. We're going to go straight up to World 4.
So someone's saying Soul Blazer, Illusion of Gaia, and Terranigma are considered the Blazer trilogy, which are considered spiritual sequels to the ActRaiser duology.
Okay, I see. That makes sense.
Oh, this song's a banger.
Oh yeah, Mountain of Souls. Mountain of Souls is awesome. So we're in World 4 now. I was right. I did quickly check as we were heading in here.
There's Lou!
There's Lou! Lou is now in prison and has been broken out. Congrats, Lou! Oh, these are annoying enemies. We're going to try and fight these enemies from far away. So you can see we're using this magic now. We're just going to defeat them before they get up. Yeah. While they're using their attack, they're completely invulnerable, and their attack is such a long animation. We're going to go ahead and get a snail here. That snail has an item. And there's a couple of layers on the Mountain of Souls as well that we're not going to bother with because they just unlock paths back. This one, that spawner there on the left, for some reason, is always a gargoyle spawner. All right, we've taken that out. We're gonna have to go up and step on it, but that's easier to take out from the bottom. Oh god, we've got more of these. All right, let's take them out from a distance. You can see there were kind of like weird scanline things happening there, where you couldn't really see the magic. But it still happened, so not too bad. We didn't quite spawn too many things. We also got the blue stones, so that is another item that is another item of the 12 that we need to beat the game. So these enemies we're not going to bother with. That's just a little shortcut back. So we're looking for a Pathfinder NPC, which not that one, but that's another good one as well. And in fact, that actually gives us access to World 5. That is our Pathfinder NPC for World 5. So that gives us access to the Snail Gnome, who will also give us an item. We're also not going to bother with that lair, so there should be 2 left on this screen. Yes, there are. And we're about to get a really nice part of Mountain of Souls, which gives us 4 chests, so 4 item checks. Oh, I'm going to take out these. These we've got to like slightly step back from, because we can't quite kill them before they reach us at this level. We are level 12 now, so we could probably look at using... Oh, we can't use the Lucky Blade till 15, never mind. I must be mixing it up with another one. These snowballs just follow us. We have to break them on the rocks. And these gargoyles can only ever move diagonally, so we're just going to try and stand in one of the places that they can't quite hit. Didn't quite manage to get it there. Okay, we're going to back away from these. So many marching soldiers. There we go. More gargoyles. I think that spawner up there is always a gargoyle one as well. Oh god, we're getting so much stuff on screen. The lag! Quick magic! We're gonna...
Game is taking those sprites like a champ, though.
Yeah, so you can see the magic always comes from the orb. Oh man, that was such a lot of slowdown. But it's fine, we can deal with it. I'm going to break all of these. If we step on one of these, if we like half deal with one of the lairs and then step on one, because we get the cutscene, all the enemies will respawn when we come back. So we want to like make sure that any things we're working on are all done at the same time. We get the Soul Shop Owner's Son there. That's another item check. Oh god, we got a snowball to deal with. I'll just lay that over here. And here we're going to get 4 chests. Chance of there being something good in them? Let's see. Mermaid's Tears, useless. Actinidia Leaf, maybe useful. Critical Sword, basically useless just because we've already got the Lucky Blade and 100 gems. Okay, so Actinidia Leaf is the only thing we really got from that. That is catnip. It's going to let us befriend some cats later on. I just noticed in chat Alundra's just been mentioned, and I want to say absolutely, Alundra is an absolutely fantastic game. Alundra is one of my all-time favorite games of all time. So good taste, chat.
So I have a question for you. Well, first off, why don't you tell chat what you tend to stream? I know you tend to stream largely just your puzzle streams, and I think a little bit of Tales Adventure right now.
Yeah, so I mean, I do stream speedrunning. You know, we've been working on Tales Adventure recently, Tales Adventure Glitchless, which I've submitted to AGDQ, which I think a submission's closed for that now.
You got about 45 minutes-ish if you want to get your submissions in last minute.
If I can finish this run in 45 minutes, can I use it for my submission? I was tempted to submit this to AGDQ. It'd be a very long shot to get in, but unfortunately I didn't have a submission video ready in time. But yeah, good luck to anybody who's submitted. But yeah, so I do occasionally do some speedruns. As I say, I've been working on Tales Adventure, which I've kind of got a really good time in recently, and I'm very happy with. I do quite a lot of randomizers. As I say, Pokemon Crystal Randomizer is the main one that we've kind of done together quite a bit.
Yeah.
But Soul Blaze Randomizer, I don't usually stream the weekly seed, but in fact we're gonna stay here. I don't usually stream the weekly seed, but I do occasionally. I've also done a bit of Kingdom Hearts Randomizer, and yeah, I just try and dabble in things. It's very variety stuff. And every Sunday we do the puzzle streams, so I do some like puzzles and chat can help with them, and yeah, you generally have a very chill time. I love the chill puzzle Sunday vibes.
Yeah, I've noticed you really enjoy games that make you think, or formats of games that make you think a lot. Like you like piecing things together.
Yeah.
Which is why randomizers, I feel like, have fit you really naturally. And having a variety is really helpful, just because like you can do all sorts of like things with different, like randomizers alone just kind of like infinitely increase the replayability of something.
Absolutely.
And I actually want to take a quick moment to shout out the other show that Skybills hosts every other Tuesday, the day before Mercy Kill and Never Before Seen. She hosts Random Number Generator, which also features, it is the main show on Hotfix that features randomizers. I feature them very occasionally, especially when they haven't been featured on the main stage for GDQ events. In this game's randomizer has never been on AGDQ, SGDQ, and was in neither of the GDQx events that happened. So here we are.
I don't know if like,
you want to show this off?
I don't know if like Soul Blazer itself has been. I don't think it has.
I don't think it has either. So let me actually verify that. Give me just a moment.
Yeah, I need to learn the actual run for this game. I've been kind of threatening to do that for a while.
Soul Blazer has at SGDQ 2012.
Oh, cool. Long time ago then.
Yeah, the time that was by I'm gonna butcher this name, but it was by Reef with a time of 1:54:51.
I am not actually sure what a good time is in like Soul Blazer. Yeah, I'm sure it was a fantastic run. I need to watch that.
Yeah, and Illusion of Gaia has been on twice by Puexel, who I've had on the show as well, doing the Secret of Mana remake. And but Terranigma has never been on, which is interesting.
All right, well, I've got a new speed game to learn. Terranigma's actually, I never finished Terranigma. I finished like Soul Blazer and Illusion of Gaia, but I never finished Terranigma. So I really need to revisit like Illusion of Gaia and Terranigma. And I need to do that soon on stream.
I'm just like,
all right, those bats are really annoying. They just fly around in a circle. Can anyone name a game with bats where bats aren't the worst enemy? Impossible, literally impossible.
I thought you were going to say if you could name games that have bats where they are the worst enemy. I was going to say Terraria.
No, bats are always the worst enemy, no matter what game they're in. So this is the second half of Lane All. We can get to here because we've got the mushroom shoes. So we saw some ice earlier. The ice works kind of like, the same as like ice in Pokemon, where you kind of just keep slipping until you just hit a direction. And because we've got the mushroom shoes have got like snail slime on the bottom, is the lore for why we can not slip on the ice. They like their snails, these World 4 people.
Checks out.
Yeah. We also want to use magic as much as possible in this area because these enemies are invincible while they're spawning, they're invincible while they're despawning. You get a very small window of time to actually hurt them, but they only start like teleporting around when you get close to them. So if we can just not get close to them and kill them from far away before they have a chance to start teleporting around, we can deal with them a lot easier. So I'm just gonna wait. Okay, it's not a wizard spawner, so we can just go in and deal with it. See, there's two different types of enemies as well. There's the purple wizards that fire in a straight line, and the red wizards which fire a kind of three-way bolt. I'm just kind of avoiding their shots right now. They're not important to me. So you can see this is the ice that we're just kind of like slipping around on. We kind of need to hit the edge. So I'm going to put on the mushroom shoes, and now we can walk around normally on it. Okay, we're getting lag because of all these bats. So bats, stop being the worst. Thank you. There we go. So yeah, because the randomizer randomizes how many items there are in each spawner as well, like, yeah, you never really know when lag's gonna really hit, because you just get a few spawners on screen that have got loads of enemies that are spawning really fast. It also, yeah, so the other thing it spawns as well as the behavior and number of enemies, but how fast the enemies spawn. Everything about these layers that can be randomized is randomized.
Today I learned that that Terranigma was never released in the US. It was only in Japan, Europe, and Australia.
Yeah, I think that's one that people tend to discover later on a lot because of that.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
But yeah, a highly recommended game. And hey, if it's never been before seen, hopefully we can get it on the show soon. Just need to find a Terranigma runner.
I'm actually very curious how long a speedrun of it is. Any percent's apparently about 3.5 hours. 3 hours, 26 minutes, and 51 seconds. But the no RNG manipulation is a 3:30:41, so very close. It only saves about 4 minutes between any percent no RNG manipulation and any percent.
Wait, no RNG manipulation?
No RNG manipulation is 3 hours, 30 minutes, and 41 seconds. And any percent, like just the any percent category is 3 hours, 26 minutes, and 51 seconds.
That makes sense, yeah. So yeah, it's quite a long game then. All right, I think we might have the path to the king now. So as we just finish up the last spawner here in Lenol. Oh god, I've spawned all the wizards. All right, whatever. Fine. We'll take them out. Let the last one spawn. Where are you, purple wizard? There you are. And we're going to go ahead and head back to the main area of World 4, where we have a few items to collect. So we can go to the snail through this hidden little passage here. We can get a medical herb. Not super useful, but you know what? I'll take it because we kind of used our last one. We can come down here and we can talk to Gnome and get access to World 5 and Emblem B. So these are emblems that we're collecting, by the way. I should explain the emblems. There are 8 emblems in the game. Emblems A to H. Oh, there's Emblem F as well. All right, we're getting all the emblems. They literally unlock 1 item check if you get all 8 of them. All right, important part coming up. Important part.
Yes,
ready?
Very important.
Dancing grandmas. So now we've got all the red hot items. We can get to the king. We can summon the final boss. And we also get the soul armor. Okay. Okay.
I still can't believe it's called Dancing Grandmas.
It absolutely is. And we've actually got all the item checks in World 4 as well, because there's only 4. And yeah, oh man, we're equipping the soul armor. Heck yeah. So we still have the Soul Blade, Phoenix, and 4 stones. We are only an hour into this, and we've got 6 out of the 12 items. That is pretty good.
Yeah, we're about like an hour 10 into it or so. Like a little bit more than that, maybe.
So naturally, we're going to like do what I always do in Randomizer and spend the next hour finding absolutely nothing. So this is World 5. This is Leo's house. Now, Dr. Leo's an inventor, and he's made everything in his house sentient, which is why all of these doors and let's do this cat. And like the stairs are all like souls, because they're all sentient creatures that he's like given the power of sentience. And all of the progression NPC, like Lou and Turbo in World 2, they're all like pets of Dr. Leo. and they can all talk because, you know, Dr. Leo's an inventor, naturally. So we're going to go into the cat's dream here. That's going to give us an item. Medical herb, cool. And then we're going to go into this model town here. Because, you know, being an inventor, obviously you just have these, like, random model towns lying around that have invisible enemies in them, by the way.
Oh, right. Don't you need a specific, like, spell or weapon for this?
Yeah, so we can get... So the one great soul that we have is the great soul of the magician, which is what lets us use magic from the blue orb. We can get other great souls. I think this is the great soul of illusion or something. That's going to let us see the invisible enemies, but logically, we've not unlocked it yet, and even if we had, I don't usually pick it up because mainly because I forget, but but it's not like in logic for the randomizer to generate it with the fact that I can't use magic here because there's too many things on screen. This area especially is really bad for that. Oh god. The lag! See, I say there's too many things on screen. There's too many things specifically not on screen because they're all invisible. Alright, I think I've got them all. Okay, I've got enough that I can use magic, and I think there's some just on this ridge here. There we go. But yeah, the illusion stops us from the illusion magic here stops us from seeing the enemies, and it also stops us from seeing sometimes when we've completed certain layers, which is just annoying more than anything. Like, you can see this one looks like it's still like got enemies coming from it, because it's still red. But no, that is actually a done layer. And yeah, so we're gonna have to fight invisible enemies. You just kind of have to learn how to deal with them, what their movement pattern is. So they always try and move down here. So if we just stand here and slash, you'll notice I've switched to actually like a lower leveled sword, and I'm actually doing some slashing because now we've come to World 5. Enemies have a lot more health, and just holding the sword there just isn't doing as much damage as this is now. So it does mean we don't get the benefit of getting heals every time we kill something as well. We can just deal with those through the wall.
What?
As I say, like, because you slash to the right, the hitbox actually extends slightly further to the right than it does to the left. So as long as you're facing the right way, you can slightly slash through walls.
Oh god, not the bees. Or no, those are toy soldiers. Never mind. They look like bees.
Not bees. All right, we're gonna have to deal with these with magic. So I'm manipulating. Oh, I accidentally stepped on the thing, but I'm trying to manipulate the where the orb is there to try and get into the center, which you can do by just pressing up against a wall. It kind of moves away. So we're gonna move it down so that we can get the two invisible things on the back walls, and that pops that. So yeah, trying to like manipulate how those how that magic is spawning is like key tactic that we're trying to use here. Did I pop that? I don't think I did. Dang it, illusion magic. Yeah, I didn't. That's another one that I sometimes forget. And that is an item check, so it's a good thing we did not. And yeah, I do like all the like comparing it with Alundra and stuff. Like it again, I think I like Alundra for very similar reasons. It plays very similarly. There's the whole like entering dreams kind of motif and rebuilding the world. But yeah, very different development studio for that one. But probably some inspiration there. All right, again, we're gonna skip some of the monster layers in this model town, just because some of them are just make shortcuts back to the beginning. So we're not gonna go any further down. We're gonna deal with some of these like while we're here. There we go. So again, just trying to use magic to optimize killing things as efficiently as possible. The magic, like, the magic's the light arrow is by far the best one because it fires in all 4 directions. But it can be really annoying because if you fire it while it's on top of an enemy, it doesn't hit it. All right, we got medical herb. I don't think we've got anything super useful so far from Model Town 1, which indicates that we're probably a little bit off track as far as the logic goes. But we'll see. We've got a couple of chests here. Mole's Ribbon might be an item check in World 2. Or is an item check in World 2, I should say. Might be a good item in World 2. Just going to deal with some more of these invisible enemies. Get the magic into just the right place. These are nicely marching into my attack. Fantastic, thank you.
Single file, everyone, right into your own obliteration.
Yeah. But yeah, the enemies in like Model Town are a bit of a pain. As far as like, generally, like I think once you get past World 2, nothing is super annoying. As far as enemies go. The bats are probably the worst. The bats and the wizards in World 4 are probably the worst. But yeah, the invisible enemies in here, they're not something you're likely to die to very often, but they're just painful. Oh god, we're getting a lot of lag here as well. So let's try and deal with some things. I'm going to use some magic there to try and kill that thing in the enclosure. And as much as we can deal with 2 things at once, we obviously want to just to... oh, that's why we're getting so much lag, because of those toy soldiers all bunched up on top of each other. Alright, so that's popped that. That's popped that. I think we're done here now.
There's been a lot of love for Soul Blazer in chat tonight.
Yeah, I would like. I can highly recommend checking out Soul Blazer Rando. It's a really fun game, and it's a really fun way to play Soul Blazer, and gives it so much replayability. The actual like randomizer itself just works really well, and the community is great. All right, I don't think we really got much out of that. So we have unlocked the progression NPC for World 5. We've unlocked Marie the doll. I do remember we did that. But
and you got the mole's ribbon, and I think that was it.
Yeah, the mole's ribbon I think was pretty much it in there. All right, here's the basement. Basement, best music.
Oh god, this place. This is one of those songs that, like, I know it's a good composition, but oh my god, it's just like, it can be maddening at times.
It really can. It really can. This is also a dungeon the first dungeon where we're going to start seeing, the first dungeon we've been in really, that we're going to start seeing required metal enemies. So actually, now that we're level 17, we can use the Zantetsu sword. Let's do that. Let's switch to the Zantetsu sword. That's going to let us defeat metal enemies. We could actually go back to World 2. We've got a lot of places we could go right now. So I'm just kind of rolling with it for now. That unlocks another... I think that unlocks another dungeon in World 1. Oh no, we don't have Leo's brush, so we can't enter that dungeon yet.
Mendez, what's the exact name of the this version of the randomizer?
If you Google search for Randoblazer, one of the results on the first page should be newbuild.ch/Randoblazer. And that is the first result will be Orpheus's like site for the randomizer, which will let you generate a seed. But if you want to join the community, if you go down to the link that's on newbuild.ch/Randoblazer, that's got a resources tab where you can get access to the Discord and find out more about how to set it up, how to set up the tracker, things like that. Because this is all, we've got an auto tracker that like automatically just tracks things as soon as you pick them up, which is really cool. I don't know why I bothered with that monster lair. That's not one we're usually required with, but hey, I'm talking, so you know, things happen.
Look, you saw a lair, you were like, I go smash. I smashed the lair.
See enemy, destroy enemy. Alright. I will not hum along with the music. I will not hum along with the music. Like, even when I'm not streaming this, I'll just hum along with the music. It's just too good.
Can confirm.
Oh. So these are metal enemies, but because we've got the Zantetsu sword, we're obviously able to deal with them. I'm going to turn to the side and deal with these from here. You can see by hitting them like with the very edge of the sword, they get double hit by the hitbox. So it's actually killing them slightly faster. Oh god, that spawned runners.
Oh god, there they go. They're going.
So they run around the outside of the level. If they run away into the rest of the level, they're going to take forever to come back.
Yeah, that's what I know this stage for.
Yeah. Oh, they run away and they just never come back. It's
just
really
watching
annoying.
you chase them down after they've gone off the rails.
All right. Oh god, we got more runners. We got more runners. We got more runners. We got more runners. They're coming this way. Get them before they leave. 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 Okay. We're safe. I don't think I killed all of them though. Let's see if I got all of them. Nope, there's more of them. Okay, let's go get them before they leave. I've opened up this little side area, which is good for like making them take slightly longer. Oh, we've still not killed them all. Okay, I think they've all spawned now. My god, there's so many. Okay, we got them all now. Oh, both of those spawners were just runners. Fantastic. All right, so with that, we get a couple of these. This is actually one of the dungeons that we kind of need to conserve health in a little bit. We have a medical herb, so it's not too bad, but we do need to go across some floor that is going to be like is going to damage us. If we had the ice armor, we'd be able to get across that without taking damage, but we still don't have the ice armor, so yeah, we just need enough health to get over them without dying. Or have a medical herb. So we should be fine. Alright, I think there's about like 4 layers here that we usually don't deal with. I did accidentally deal with one though, so. Okay, there's 3. There's 3 layers we don't deal with. Okay, we got the dolphin there. Now we could actually do that dolphin. That dolphin is sleeping, and you can enter its dream and unlock a new area in the coral reef, which is kind of on the path to Ghost Ship that we went to earlier. Oh no! Come back! Okay.
No, they're off. They're out. No.
They're just gonna go in a circle. So whatever. We just have to wait for them to come around. Because they just hug the wall. We've got a mole. We can lead him back to his hole for an item check. And yeah,
this song is my sanity, like, just slipping away. Or it would be if I were the one chasing the runners.
We've got the mushroom as well. I don't think we've unlocked the path to Loon, which is the other dungeon in World 4. So I'm not paying as close attention as I normally would. We've got some runners coming. Do I need to deal with those? I don't think I need to deal... Oh, no, I do need to deal with those, because they're from that spawner. Oh, that's annoying. We might have to wait for them.
Oh, there they go.
Hopefully it's just these. No, there's another one. Well,
there they are. Oh my god.
We're just gonna kind of go on, because if we wait for them to come back, we'll be here forever. So we're gonna do this, and then I guess go back for them. God, which way are they gonna run? That's like the worst possible spawner to get there is the runners, because they're just off. They're just off through the level. Hopefully they come this way. No, they've gone the other. Well, they've come this way at least. And they've not got super far they can go here. No!
Come back!
No. Oh my god, it's like herding cats. Oh, I've still not... I think actually...
It is quite literally like herding cats. Oh my god.
Okay, we need the medical herb at this point. Okay, this is really bad. We're just gonna probably have to wait for them to come back, I think. Like, it's just a bad situation. Oh no, there they are! No, please! No! Oh my god. That is literally the worst point. I don't think I've really had a spawn that bad from here before. Okay, there we go. I think we got it. I heard the pop. No,
I heard
it's the other
something
one.
pop. No.
It's the other one. It's the one we didn't need.
Oh, there it goes.
God, it's going back to the first half of the level. No. I don't want to pop. Well, you know what? Actually, this will let us get back and intercept it. Ha! Tactics.
Yeah, let's go.
That's so unlucky, like, runners here. Alright, deal with these flying enemies. We got to help get the purple stone. Okay, that's 3 stones down.
That's 3 out of
6.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it was 6 or 8.
Yep, 6 stones, 3 red hot items, and the other 3 endgame items. So we just need the Soul Blade, Phoenix, and 3 stones. There's the path to Loon, which we can go down. So that's that would actually let us complete World 4. We can actually 100% World 4 now, because we've unlocked path to everything in it. I'd already done the King. So I think after this, like this one's one of the biggest dungeons of the game. This feels like probably a potentially good time to take a short break, because we're just coming up to the end of it. We just have this one to deal with, and then we're going to unlock a path back to the hub world. And we are probably around about the halfway point. My estimate for this, I put like 2 hours 50 minutes. Realistically, it shouldn't be that much. But yeah.
I mean, that's if it goes really off the rails part of the way through.
Randomizers really can. All right, I think we're going to take the break here. So I'm going to
Sounds good. Awesome. So I just want to remind everyone that if you wanted to get your submissions in for AGDQ 2023 online, those close in just a few minutes. So go to gamesdonequick.com for more information on that. But our volunteer applications for the event are open until Saturday, September 24th. So head to gamesdonequick.com for more information. And also, if you are not going to be submitting, or if you have submitted, tweet at gamesdonequick and let us know what you're hoping to see on the schedule, because you can see a ton of submissions over on gamesdonequick.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, go to twitch.tv/gamesdonequick if you're interested in looking at our live content starting weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. And of course, we appreciate your subs, your Prime Gaming subs, your gift subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel, because they help support Games Done Quick, both with our hotfix content and with AGDQ 2023 costs. So please consider subscribing if you're enjoying the daily GDQ content. And we will see you all in just a few minutes. Get up, stretch, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in just a few. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 38 of Never Before Seen. My name is AmberCyprian. I'm your host tonight as we're bringing you some more Soul Blazer Randomizer, because it's never been seen in a mainline GDQ event. As always, if you happen to speedrun a game or a category that has never been run in an AGDQ, SGDQ, or GDQx event, and you'd like to submit it to the show, type !NBS into the Twitch chat, and you'll get the link to be able to send me your runs. I'd love to see it, see what you have to offer, and love to have you on the show. But Mendez, how are we feeling? We're an hour and a half into the estimate. How are we feeling about hitting the 250 mark?
Feeling pretty good, as long as we can keep up this look. We've got 7 out of the 12 items that we need. I think the main thing that's holding us back right now is just not being able to get to World 6, really. So hopefully we'll find the steps up to be able to go talk to Marie very soon. But yeah, I'm ready to continue whenever we're good.
Yeah, go ahead, count us down.
All right, in that case, resuming in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So I kind of, my controller's not working. Help!
Help!
My controller sometimes does this. There we go. All right. So I was kind of having, taking a little bit of stock during the break and trying to figure out where exactly we can go. As I say, we're a little bit limited in that we need the stairs to be able to go talk to Marie, but we don't have many places we can go. We could go deal with the fire enemies the metal enemies in World 2. We could go deal with the ghost ship in World 3. But I think we're going to go to Loon. The reason we're going to go to Loon is because we can 100% this. So in order to do that, we need to come over here and we need to go over to this mushroom. So this mushroom is actually sleeping. We can enter this mushroom's dream. Yes, this is just in the story of this game. And we can unlock a little path there that's going to let us get to one of the items. So that's another item check and a soul check in Loon. And that's where we're going to go now.
I just want you to know that you've taught Richard how to count because you taught us the new number that comes after 1 when you count down. 3, 2, 1, my controller's not working. That's how numbers work.
That is exactly how numbers work, especially in this household.
Yes.
All right, anyway. We're going to deal with those. We're going to come over here. We're going to stay away because we're going to let them spawn. And then we're going to deal with them with magic from a distance to get rid of them faster.
Is that the count from Sesame Street?
Possibly. My controller's not working. That's a number. Anyway, yeah. So we're going to come over here. We get another item check here from these slimes. We get a level up. We do need to get to level 24 in order to beat the game. You cannot beat the game at a lower level than 24 because you need to be able to use the soul blade and not just hold it out in front of you and let enemies walk into it. Because the soul blade is the only weapon that can... The soul blade and Phoenix is the only weapon that can defeat the final boss. We'll let these spawn a little bit. Just gonna... Are you done spawning yet? Come on, anytime. There we go. So yeah, we need to actually be able to use the soul blade, which is at level 24, which is at 420k experience. But as I say, experience in this game is exponential, so once we get to like World 6 and World 7, we'll get that very quickly.
Yeah, I've seen the experience just like shoot up as soon as you're in the later worlds.
Oh no. Yeah, like in the first world we were getting like 1 or 2 experience per enemy, and now we're getting like 80. I think in the final world we get like 1,000 per enemy. It's kind of just ludicrous how the exponential scaling works in this game. All right, we're gonna let these spawn, and this is like the place you want magic for, because those wizards otherwise are just so difficult to kill, also time consuming to kill. All right, so we'll take those out from here. So you can see I'm manipulating the position of the orb to go to the very left side of the screen, so we can fight them over there. Which you do just by pressing into the wall. Oh god, bats! Use magic. Oh, that one is dodgy. There we go. All right. Okay, I'm going to stand over here. Try and not let any more of these spawn. There we go. And yeah, Loon is one of those places that is just really, really annoying, just because of the enemies that are here, between the bats and the wizards. But nothing too terrible. Let's deal with that. We're going to get an item check here, which is going to be experience. Not very much experience. I think you get like 400 experience. It's like very much not worth it. It's very much a nothing item. And here we are in the actual underground lake Loon itself. So the boss of World 4 is also here, and we're going to take out the boss of World 4. This is going to be the first boss we're going to take out, actually. We've had access to a couple of other bosses, but now we're kind of at a level where it makes sense to actually start killing them. Bosses like don't really give you much of anything in this game. They're just a soul check like any other. So we're just going to head straight up there. Because we got the mushroom, we can go ahead and get an item that's just on the ground here, which is just a medical herb. And we can also go to this spawner here, which would also be blocked off if we'd not gone into the mushroom's dream. This is a one-at-a-time proximity spawner, so we got to actually get close to them for the enemies to spawn. So I want to try and spawn it, but then back off before they can teleport away. Let's try and do that a bit more efficiently. There we go. That should be the last one. There we go. Nice. And we're going to get a mouse inside of Leo's house there. So the fact that we're running out of places to go is probably a sign that we need to do a bit of a cleanup and go around the world and do a few item checks very soon. Because we've got quite a few item checks available to us. This is another annoying one-at-a-time spawner. At least we don't have to get close for this one to spawn them.
Yeah, I was going to ask, like, at what point do you make the call to go, like, clean up the things that you've unlocked in every world? Because I notice, like, your approach tends to be, like, clearing out a bunch of worlds or a bunch of dungeons in various worlds and just unlocking things, but not necessarily always going to interact with them to get their checks.
Yeah, like, so I think my strategy tends to be to try and go to higher level areas early, just so that you get that exponential experience curve that just lets you demolish the lower level areas. But like, in order to actually like optimize your time, you don't want to be going back and forth to places. So you want to try and get as many checks as possible in a place before really going back there. So like, for example, like when we went back to World 1 to do Underground Castle 2, we also had like 5 item checks that we'd done just because we unlocked so many. We only have like 2 unlocked now in World 1 that we can go and check. Again, I'm kind of writing some notes to help me remember some of these, but someone with a better memory would probably hopefully remember them as well. And you kind of want to try and like go to ones that I guess you just want to group as many as you can together. So it's similarly to how I try and like not go to Underground Castle 2 until we've got Lisa, and I don't like to come here before we've got the mushroom, just because, you know, it's inefficient to have to come back here. So the fewer times you can go to a place, the better.
Right, that checks out.
A lot of the times in this game, it does tend to turn into Hundo Blazer, i.e. you need to pretty much do everything, and that's because with 12 required items that can be pretty much anywhere in the game, the chance of like finding them before you've really gone everywhere is kind of low. So which is kind of one of my like criticisms of this randomizer. It'd be good if there were like different options for the logic to be able to like cut down on places and have like a more streamlined version, but yeah, generally like a lot of the times this does turn into 100% Blazer, which makes it really consistent. Like the times generally come in around about somewhere between 2:30 and 2:45.
Yeah, I've noticed like your times have become very consistent.
Because even though you're doing everything in a different order, so it's still got a lot of replay value, a lot of like interest, and a lot of like you're doing that routing on the fly. But yeah, like the chance of you like not leaving something till the end that you need to do is just so low. That was a very roundabout way of answering the question, but hopefully I got there.
No, you did get there. Like, so it was like, I think it's really cool to explore the logic behind someone's strategy when approaching a randomizer, because like we'll have 2 different approaches in the same game. Like you and I do not play like Crystal Rando, for example, in the same way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we've still not got the stairs we need, which is kind of a bit really annoying. So we're going to actually come back to World 2 and we're going to take out these metal enemies because we get a couple of items and souls from these. So each floor here has metal enemies, so we're going to deal with those. Which is going to give us an item check over here.
Someone's actually asking, how come certain characters can't be recalled yet? Because I have noticed that as well.
Yes, so whenever the text says certain characters can't be recalled, the game's actually programmed in a really good way where if you don't, like some NPCs have prerequisites, right? So if an NPC spawns in a house and a different NPC spawns that house, you can't recall that NPC because the house isn't there. So what it does, it just kind of puts the placeholder there, and then when that house appears, you get both NPCs. So it's kind of like that kind of design of being able to handle unlocking any of the checks in any order is a key part of like how the randomizer works, and just how this game just doesn't break when you do things in different orders. Where's the one metal scorpion we've not found? Or did we do them all? Did the thing pop and I just didn't hear it? No, it's not popped.
I didn't hear it, no.
It's probably the one that's moving around the outside of the stage. Let's just go around the outside of the stage and try and intercept it. This room is sometimes really annoying just because they do move around a lot. There it is. There we go. That's the last one. And yeah, so we've got this floor, and then we've got the floor below. It puts that chest in the literal worst place possible for it, because you've got to go all the way around to get it. You can only get chests from the front. Shield bracelet's a good item. It's never required, but it does mean we take half damage from things. We're probably not going to use it too much, just because... but if we find the power bracelet, that's definitely worth using. And we might use the shield bracelet if we can get to World 6 and we've not got any more, like... Then again, we've got the soul armor, so we probably won't need to. So yeah, here we're just going to take out these metal enemies. We can just not worry too much about the floor here, because we're not going to take much damage anyway.
Someone's also asking why you're holding your sword out all the time. I know you explained this like really early in, but yes. If you don't mind touching on that again.
I guess just while walking around, there's not really much need to, but it does mean that we hit these on the first frame that we can even get next to them, which is nice. Because while you're holding your sword out, the hitbox on it is active, so you can just walk into things and they will take damage as soon as they touch it. So it just kind of helps optimize hitting them slightly early. Oh, we got the castle in World 6 now. So we've already got King Magrid, so really the only thing we need are these steps. And then we can like really start exploring World 6 and make some progress. Where can we go next? We can go... Oh, we've already got Brownstone here. I already did that one. We can go to the power plant in World 5. I think we've unlocked the power plant in World 5. Yeah, like we are, like, it's really, we're kind of running out of places to go, but as I say, that's just kind of the thing in this game. It does turn into, you know, the last place you check being the thing. So we've got these stairs over here, which leads to the power plant. We're going to get more of the awesome music. I think the only places we can go, actually, like, just thinking about it, I think the only place we can go are power plant and ghost ship. So ghost ship could definitely be required, because that's got the boss of World 3, which is a check. So we want to go back and do this. But in here we've got the boss of World 5 as well, so we've got more things here. You're also trying to want to head... Oh, the super bracelet is really good. So we'll definitely be equipping that. So the super bracelet has the effects of both the power bracelet and the shield bracelet. So you take half damage and also deal double damage. So it is a fantastic item to get to start doing more damage. All right, I think we've got runners that have come from this one, so we'll just go on and hopefully run into them. There they are.
So I'm actually like, I'm actually very curious. What other things do you have planned for like any future like streaming or speedrunning plans? It doesn't have to be speedrunning, but like any future content plans.
Oh, I mean, I've got a whole list of games that I want to learn to speedrun. That is just kind of like figuring out priorities on them.
Because I know you're like me, you pick up projects and then it's like you don't know what to do with all the projects you're holding.
Oh yeah, totally. I need to actually figure out like all my current streaming goals, because I am someone that just picks up a lot of different things I want to do and then just never has time for any of them. But yeah, as I say, I do want to like revisit Illusion of Gaia and Terra Nigma and probably do those on stream as like just casual playthroughs, and then probably try and like make my way through the randomizers of them. Maybe try and like learn to properly speedrun the randomizers a bit more. All right, so this is the boss of World 5. What we can do is it'll teleport around, but we can prevent it from teleporting around by just standing slightly to the left of it. And as long as we don't move horizontally, the boss should just keep moving up and down the screen and not do the teleporting. So we're just going to avoid the projectiles as best we can. We're kind of manipulating the boss there to not use the teleporters and just stay within range. And we get ourselves a soul check, which is nothing. Cool. We've already finished everything in World 4, so anything in World 4 now is not important. Oh, and we're getting attacked by cat now. I don't know how my webcam is cropped on stream, but we're getting attacked by cat.
Oh, Wild Pearl has appeared.
A Wild Simba has appeared, actually.
Oh, Simba!
They're both ganging up on me now. Like, as soon as we went to break, Pearl just, like, jumped on my desk and started like, rubbing up against me, and I was like, you knew we were going to break, didn't you, Pearl? Alright, did we actually get the steps and I just didn't notice? I don't think we did, but I'm going to just quickly check just because we're here. No, we haven't. Where can we get? I'm actually worried if we're going to run out of places. Because we've done everything in Power Plant. Okay, we're going to go do Ghost Ship. We'll do Ghost Ship in World 3. Because I think, other than that, I don't think we can go anywhere else. If we actually run out of checks, I'm kind of scared. And then we might have to just like go around and try and find some items. Because I think if we find, oh, we don't want to come here. We want to go to the. We opened up the. We opened up the path to Ghost Ship. We're not going to worry too much about taking damage here with the bubble armor, which we're going to get out of the water straight away. And yeah, Simba and Pearl have both been my joint two cats. They don't usually live here, but I've been looking after them for the last couple of weeks, and while their owner has been off to Portugal getting married or something. God, priorities and all.
Someone's asking, is it possible to be soft-locked in a randomizer run? And I know, generally speaking, rando devs try to avoid soft locks, but I'm actually not entirely sure if all of the bugs have been worked out of this one.
As far as I'm aware, there's no known way to soft lock in this game. I don't think this game has like any known like glitches or anything really, especially beneficial glitches speedrun wise. So like you won't be able to like clip to somewhere you shouldn't be able to get to or anything. But as far as the logic goes, yeah, there shouldn't be any way to not be able to get somewhere. Okay. Let's think. What can I do? Okay, we're gonna do some like item checks. I guess we're gonna have to do some item checks. We can't get over there. We can go and talk to Lou. He's going to give us a medical herb. Fantastic, thank you, Lou. We're gonna check this dolphin. This dolphin has 4 items, but they are very, very rare to come up in logic because the game is weighted very low. I wasn't supposed to talk to him. I was supposed to get the big pearl out. So let's go back into his dream. So I'm going to use the big pearl. We show him the big pearl, and he's going to unlock a path in the coral reef that we're going to go back to. But yeah, as far as like items that we could go that would unlock dungeons for us, Leo's brush would definitely unlock a dungeon. The greenwood leaf would unlock a dungeon. So we're looking for any of those items. We can check an item here by getting pushed by this dolphin. We stand on the nose and it pushes us out of bounds. To get this chest over here. There's the spirit sword. So the spirit sword is another of the important swords because that is going to let us defeat spirit enemies. I don't think we have this item. No, we don't. And I think that is about everything we can get here. Oh, did we ever do? I don't think we ever talked to her either. There's emblem H. Okay. We've got 6 out of the 8 emblems. So that'll be an item check soon.
Soon, TM.
Soon, TM. And now we're going to go check out the coral reef. We need the bubble armor.
Ah, yes, the famous single point of damage.
Not this way. It's this way around, isn't it? Oh, I don't usually come at the coral reef this direction. It is this way. Yeah, this is a check that people usually leave till the end just because it's very rare for something to be here, but since it just kind of ties up Ghost Ship nicely, we might as well get it on the way.
It's really easy, I imagine, to get turned around when you're going through an area from a perspective that you haven't gone through.
Oh, absolutely. And as I say, it's so rare that this actually comes up, or like. And certainly you'd normally get access to it this early. So we're going to get 4 items here. Likely there's nothing here. But we shall see. Gems. Leo's brush! Okay, this was probably required.
I know you had mentioned Leo's brush earlier.
Yeah. So Leo's brush is going to let us do the final dungeon of World 1. Oh, wrong way. We've already got Zantetsu sword and well, yeah, we've already got Zantetsu sword, so we can already kill the metal enemies that are going to be in there. So we can go 100% the dungeons of World 1 now. And like Leo's painting is one of the dungeons that is another one that's usually got some stuff in. So yeah, this is good. This is good progress. I'm glad I decided to check that dolphin.
I appreciated the fact that you were like, yeah, we're probably not going to get anything here, but we'll check it anyways.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to use intuition and figure out like where you got to go next, you know? All right, so we need Leo's brush. We need to equip it so that we can enter this painting. And this is the 3rd dungeon of World 1. It's a kind of weird Escher-like painting world.
Oh god, this song.
It's a bit of a weird song. It's got like creepy vibes.
Isn't this the same one that plays in the toy box?
Oh yeah, I think it is, yeah. So hopefully we've not gone through all that for nothing, and hopefully there is something useful here. That is nothing. We get these soldiers that throw spears. We get a cat jumping on my desk. If I stand off to the right, you can see they're throwing with their left hand, so we just kind of avoid the spears, and like they're still in our hitbox, so we can still do damage to them. Here I'm gonna try and manipulate these to spawn down here instead. Okay, be something useful. Be something useful. Be the steps. No steps. That's the gourmet goat.
The gourmet goat. Oh my goodness.
That goat is something of a gourmet. That is what that goat says when you talk to him.
Simba has slowly come into the bottom right of the frame. Oh, just as quickly as he arrived, he's gone.
I mean, that might be something. That's an item check in World 3 at least. We have an item here, which is medical herb, nothing useful. I mean, the medical herb is sometimes useful, but nothing required. We have these metal enemies now. We're high enough level to like swing the Zantetsu sword now as well, so that's helping a lot with just one-shotting all these enemies.
Simba, you see, we got like to help more.
Yeah. Come help Simba. Simba, tell me where to go next. Because like I really want to go to Right Tower, because I'm like there's loads of items in Right Tower. Right Tower like has so many item checks that it's very rare to not have something, but we can't even get to World 6.
Yeah, and logically it makes sense to want to go to the place with the most density of or the highest density of checks.
Yep. Check density, very important. So stand here. Alright, y'all throw your spears, it's fine.
They definitely tried. Someone's saying, I've noticed the damage is far different. Do the swords all apply at once? I'm not entirely sure what you mean. If you mean like all of the upgrades?
No, you have to equip a certain sword to get the benefit from it. So some swords do have certain effects, like one of them like stuns enemies when it hits them. But no, like they typically only do one thing. So like to kill metal enemies, I still need to switch to the Zantetsu sword, even though I've got like later sword upgrades. The only exception is the Soul Blade, which can just like kill metal and spirit enemies as well.
I've definitely seen you you get the Soul Blade extremely early in a seed.
Soul Blade early is really good because there's some enemies in World 2 that give you World 7 levels of experience. Because only the Soul Blade can kill them. So you can just grind on those for 5 minutes and get to level 24 and be able to swing the Soul Blade for the rest of the run.
Oh, that's actually absurd.
Yeah.
Also, I appreciate the fact that you released a cat.
Yeah, we released a cat. We've got both cats now, so we can use the catnip to lure those cats out of the room, which will let us get into the mouse hole, where we have at least two. We have 2 checks in there actually, but we don't have the door to that room yet. I don't think actually, so we can't check that. Missing all these soul checks. There's the stairs. There. No, that's not the stairs. No, that's not the stairs. I saw the room and I was excited, but it was a different check in the same room. I'm so mad. There's the boss of World 1. Boss of World 1 is dead.
It's like one of the bosses in like one of the later dungeons that TGH was in Link to the Past. Just like, yeah, there's this boss. About 15 seconds later, yeah, that was a boss.
Pretty much. Oh God. All right. Well, we did unlock one thing from here, which was Model Town 2. So we can do the other Model Town. You know, the place with the same music. This soldier tells us what the sleeping soldier has. Stressing and drain bottle, so we don't need to worry about that. The strange bottle, by the way, it's like the herb in that if you die with it, it's a consumable. And it stops your gems from resetting. So usually when you die, you lose all your gems. The strange bottle stops that from happening. So it's just another like kind of nothing item, really. All right. Well, that's Oh, actually, wait. We can 100% all of World 1 now, I think, because we do have the pass. So that means we can get into this hideout over here. So we're going to equip the pass. That's going to let us get 2 item checks. So there's one just on the side of this cliff here. Medical herb. There's one up here. Medical herb. God damn it. It's all medical herbs. I'm just going to quickly check down here. Okay, we've got access to Hype Cave as well. This is the final items of World 1, where we get magic armor,
Ooh.
50 gems, black stone. Okay, that's good. But yeah, the magic armor is just an armor upgrade. It's not as good as the soul armor, so we're not going to use it, but good to have it anyway. The black stone required for beating the game. So we'll have 3 items we need now. 1 stone with a green stone, soul blade, and phoenix. Right, where are we going next? We can do. Let's do the item checks we've got in World 2. We're getting a lot of herbs. So here,
many herbs.
We can use the delicious seeds to get the flame ball and medical herb.
You're gonna make a salad with all those herbs?
We really should do. Unfortunately, you can only hold 1 at a time, so I think we just like discard our other one when we pick one up. Yeah, we have unlocked this mole's house, so we'll lure that mole here. That will let us get to this chest here, which has a strange bottle. We've got Monmo's ribbon, but we don't have Monmo, so we can't check that. But we can go into the dream of this stump here, because this stump is asleep. Open up this path here. And this stump is dreaming that it's a bird, and I think that's adorable.
Oh my god.
Everything's so adorable in this game. But yeah, opening that path lets us get up to this chest here, which has strange bottle, nothing useful. Oh my god, all of these useless item checks. Do we have access to... No.
Chat has it right. How is that vegetation asleep?
Just roll with it. Just roll with it. That's it's just how it works. Okay. We don't have the greenwood leaf, so we can't go any further in here. So we're gonna have to go to somewhere else. We've done everything we can in World 3. No, wait, we've got an item check in World 3. Let's go do that. Look, the thing about this game is, right, Dr. Leo is an inventor, and that means everything is sentient. That's the thing about this game. Medical herb.
It's all Dr. Leo's fault.
Oh my god, it's all medical herbs everywhere. I'm so mad. All right, let's go to World 6. Let's go. Wait, can we go to World 6? Did I get the stairs, or did I just think I got the stairs?
You thought you got the stairs because you got the mouse in that same room.
Dang it. Oh, wait, we've done everything in World 4, so there's no point in coming here. Oh, Model Town 2. That's where we were going. This seed is a struggle, by the way.
Yeah, this turned into a bit of a struggle to find the... It's like finding a needle in a haystack when you get down to the last, 3 items or so.
Uh-huh. This is just how randomized work. I told you, we spend the first hour finding a load of stuff, and then the next hour finding nothing, and then the final hour just finding everything else. All right, back to Model Town 2.
God, some of these descriptions for when the character gets brought into the dreams or other worlds, it's just this one was the painting was you get dragged into the painting.
Yeah.
And then this one, it's you get swallowed into the toy box.
Yep.
It's this poor player character.
All right, we've got a crocodile. That's a bridge that's going to let us get down to that island, but we need to find another one, and that's literally we need to find 4 things for that 1 item check there. Some of the item checks just take so many things to find, but unfortunately there's a lot of checks in this game.
There's like an absurd number of checks relative to the number of items you actually need.
There really are. There really is. Yeah. That's why like it's a meme that everything is herbs, but it's true. Everything is always herbs. Okay, we've got access to Blester now. This has been a whole chain, by the way. So in order to get to Model Town 2, so in order to unlock Blester, we've had to come to Model Town 2. In order to unlock Model Town 2, we had to go to Leo's painting. That was the only thing we found there. In order to go to Leo's painting, we had to go to the dolphin in the coral reef that never has anything. If that dolphin is this fundamentally in the logic, I'll be shocked. And this could all lead to nothing because we've not found anything like that we actually need on this path yet. So yeah, that's just where we are. Oh wait, there's an invisible enemy there. Wait, is there? Oh, I've already killed all the enemies for this. Yeah, so see the invisible enemies. We need to find like one of the souls, which is an NPC in World 5. In World 5. But I think we might have unlocked it, but I've just not picked it up because I'd never even know because I wouldn't even go and check it anyway. The invisible enemies, like, while they are a bit annoying, they're very predictable. And because we've got the light arrow, we don't need to worry too much about knowing exactly where they are because we can just fire our light arrow and usually hit them. The Soul Blade! Okay, this was required. I take back everything I just said. And we got the Greenwood Leaf. So now so that's another dungeon in World 2 and the Soul Blade, which we're going to switch to. Oh my god. Wait, switching to it would be bad. I can't actually use it.
You can't swing it, yeah.
Can't swing it. But only 2 things left. We just need the Greenstone and the Phoenix.
You can do this.
We can do this. We can do this. We're only at 2 hours 5 minutes. If we can do this quickly, there's a potential of PBing. And considering I've played terribly this whole seed, surprising. We've already got Magrid, so we don't even need to worry about getting to World 7. So what we're going to do, if we find the Greenstone first, we're going to go straight to World 7. Because there are checks in World 7. Oh wait, we can't get to Marie yet. No! Oh god, invisible enemies. If you find the Greenstone, we're going to go straight to World 7. Because there are items in World 7, but there are no souls. So hopefully we'd find Phoenix in World 7. Oh, we haven't unlocked these stairs yet.
Profound sadness.
Profound sadness. So, right, our choice right now is the Light Shrine in World 2, Blester in World 3. Blester has more souls, so we're going to go there. So this is another of those statues. And I think Blester has like 6 or so soul checks in it, whereas the Light Shrine has very few because most of the layers in there are just for unlocking different bits of the area. All right, we're gonna switch back to the bubble armor. Yeah,
you remembered.
I did remember. I will never remember to switch back to the soul armor, but you know,
hey,
I get something at least.
You didn't take the point of damage.
Exactly. All right, so this is Blester. We're gonna get a few checks here while we're under the sea. Is there one I've missed somewhere? There you are. We've got a check over here. I actually forgot about all these checks as well while we're still underwater, so even more than 6 checks. So definitely the right choice to come here rather than the Light Shrine. as far as like check density goes. Alright, so we've got another soul check here. Still nothing. That's just another goat. Not so much of a gourmet goat, this one.
Oh, so the less important goat.
The lesser goat. Not the goat. I've got another soul check here. Another useless one, just a doggo. I mean, I don't like calling a doggo useless, but honestly. We're just kind of using the currents there to move around. Just experience. And yeah, Blester is an island over here that we will get to just on the north here, on the north side here. We need to kill all these enemies along the way to unlock the path to it. I need to remember, as soon as we get up here, we're going to put the light armor on just to avoid any damage. Because the light armor, even while we've got the soul armor, the light armor is still better here, just because light armor stops us taking damage entirely against worlds 1 to 3 enemies. So this is a set of NPCs, Leo and 2 guards, that give hints about each other. So you can see, we know the other guard is in the Magrid Castle basement. If we find all 3 of those NPCs, that's just an item check. There's a lot of things there's a lot of item checks that are just very involved in this game and require a lot of things. Got ourselves a doll. Right place, just wrong check. Give me the stairs. It actually would be like incredibly rare if we were to find like all the required items but not have all the checks for it. Like not even have been to World 6 either.
Yeah, I've usually seen you enter World 6 by this point.
Yeah, as I say, as someone that likes to rush the higher level areas just so that you get more experience and the lower level areas become faster, this is not how I like to play. So, thanks, Seed. You're really showing me up right now.
Look, sometimes you just gotta be out of your comfort zone.
You really do. Okay, we've unlocked Durian, which is the actual last dungeon in World 3. So it looks like we're just 100%ing World 3 right now. We've 100%ed World 1, World 3, World 4. We've 100%ed... Oh, these are Zantetsu sword. These are metal gorillas.
These are metal gorillas.
They're just metal gorillas. What do you find funny about that?
I need the Zantetsu sword. These are metal gorillas. It's like just very casually bring it up, and it's like, I'm sorry, these gorillas are made of what now?
Yeah. I mean, we've almost 100%ed everything right now. We've 100%ed World 1, we've 100%ed World 3, we've 100%ed World 4. Well, we're about to 100% World 3 even. Let's go back to Seabed Palace. We're going to go to Durian.
Also, yeah, metal gorillas in the middle of the ocean, they're going to rust! How are they moving?
Look,
I
don't know the logistics of the situation, okay?
Clunky Kongs, I like it.
Alright, we're gonna head to Durian. Durian is in the bottom left of this area. And yeah, literally, like, apart from the Light Shrine, we have done everything in Worlds 1 to 5 after this. Which is kind of weird. I'm just really hoping I've not... Oh my god, the same room again. I saw it and I was like, oh my god, finally! No, wrong place.
Hundo Blazer just means it's a normal seed, is what someone in
very
chat is
true.
saying.
Very true. I'm just hoping we find I'm hoping we have to do nothing in World 6.
Someone brings up, can we all agree the damage sound is ActRaiser? Well, it would not surprise me, considering Quintet also developed ActRaiser.
Yep, there's a lot of reused assets between... definitely between ActRaiser and Soul Blazer. I'm not sure about... It's been a while since I played Illusion of Gaia, but I assume there's still some reused
Someone
assets.
mentioned that they've seen a lot of reused stuff in Illusion of Gaia from this.
The font is definitely the exact same.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
We've got some metal gorillas up there. We can't get those metal gorillas down here, dang it.
And the real question, where are the stairs?
Where are the stairs? Where are the stairs? Chat, I need some blessings. Bless
Yo,
these
that
stairs.
Clunky Kong is like going real hard on the right side there.
Yeah.
CK. Clunky Kong. CK. Clunky Kong is gone.
Alright, we're gonna take out those enemies down there as well. That was really efficient, actually. A chest of drawers. There's a whole load of nothing. We're gonna take out this from down here as well, just so we don't have to deal with the floor is lava. I mean, the floor is literally lava. This is a volcano, so the floor is very much lava. Okay, we'll pop that one up there. This unlocks these two layers.
And then there's Clunky. He's dead. I'm very glad I actually know that reference.
Alright, we got the old man who does literally nothing.
I mean, he's an old man. What do you expect? Let him have retirement in peace.
I suppose. These are the non-metal gorillas.
Yeah, they're the leader of the bunch. They're Donkey Kong. They're the Donkey Konkies.
The Donkey
TGH
Konkies.
knows all about the Donkey
Oh,
Konkies.
No. The return of the Donkey Konkies. Yeah, we need to actually conserve a little bit of health here because we are going to have to do some damage boosting across the lava.
For context, by the way, on the Donkey Konkies, so it's not just an inside joke. The guest of Mercy Kill tonight, TGH, one of his friends picked up Donkey Kong Country 2 as a speed game about a year ago. And he, mentions it in TGH's chat while he's speedrunning Zelda 1. And he goes, Donkey Kong Country 2? You see, I don't know much about the Donkey Konkies. Instead of, I don't know much about the Donkey Kong Country series. So is what he was trying to say.
Shout out to CGH in chat. That door that we just unlocked there in Leo's lab, that's the great soul that lets us see invisible enemies. A little bit late there, thank you.
Yeah, a little late. Do you have the soul armor equipped?
No, I don't.
Or are you still on light armor?
No, I don't. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder. I think I'm still on the bubble armor, actually, yeah. It's fine. It doesn't really matter against the lava anyway. But we could have gotten here with, less damage, probably. I will always forget to equip the soul armor.
Yeah, always forget to unequip the bubble armor and re-equip something better.
Always. Alright, we are going to have to use our medical herb here, unfortunately. I could probably have conserved health a bit better, but if I'd had the soul armor equipped, but we need to get over here. What we're supposed to do is go to the top of the volcano and use the mermaid tears to dry up all the lava. But because that's all the checks we need to do, we're actually now going to put on the strange bottle and we're just going to take a death abuse because we've done everything here. And we still don't have the steps. Where are the steps? Oh, we got the Greenwood Leaf. We're gonna have to go to the Light Shrine. That's the only place we can go now, the Light Shrine.
So I know you name yourself M because, you know, single character and scrolling text game is fastest and your name is Mendez. However, when you read all the text with just M, and instead of saying the word M, you just say it's funnier. How can I help you?
It was either that or every time.
Exactly. Scream every time you release something.
So these here are sentient rafts created by Dr. Leo.
Yeah, one just definitely yelled at you to get on.
Yeah.
Get
and you
on!
need the Greenwood Leaf to show that you're like a friend of Dr. Leo or something. I don't know. But the sentient rafts. Don't question it. Leo just makes everything sentient. That's just what Leo does.
Release a squirrel. Quiet. I'm having a great time with just the absolute chaos that is trying to find these last few items that are mandatory.
Oh my god. The stairs, though! This has got to be the stairs. Surely.
Look, Mom said we're grounded, so she took away our stairs, alright?
No stairs. I mean, World 6, I must have missed a check somewhere, and I'm really not looking forward to having to go find it. Please be in the Light Shrine. There aren't many like soul checks in the Light Shrine though, so we will see. So while we're in here, we're going to switch to the Spirit Sword because we're going to have our first Spirit enemies. There's not many Spirit enemies in the game. The only places that really have them are the Magrid Castle basement and here. But yeah, as you can see, most of the lairs here just unlock paths, which we need to unlock to kind of make progress. So there's only really, I think on this floor, there's only one soul check. But because we've already found the Spirit Sword before coming here, we can kill these.
God, I hope we don't get all the racing snails before we get the stairs, because the snails can't go upstairs. What good are snails if they can't climb the stairs?
So what I also love about this game, like, they really give the worlds a lot of character. The NPCs especially have a lot of character. So there is literally racing snails, and when you get all of them, they will just race around the map. Like, there's loads of little interactions like that going on. It's really cool. But you need to unlock all of them, otherwise the race can't start. And then there's some mermaids that just, when you get all three of them, they just start dancing. Like, it just gives the world so much character.
What do you call a racing snail? Escargot. Thank you, chat, for putting that idea in my head.
What we need is some stair puns. Those will really elevate the conversation right now.
Oh,
you're welcome.
God. Stairs! I can't climb stairs!
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I just saw the comments in the chat. It's the Moon Tribe. Yeah, those are enemies from Illusion of Gaia. They're in here. These like mask enemies. They're literally like from Illusion of Gaia. So they literally just reuse them. All right, this floor is complete darkness. We could get the Great Soul to see, but you know, that's inefficient, right?
You know what else is inefficient? Taking things one step at a time. You gotta go 2 steps at a time.
I left that one open.
It seems like the game is always 2 steps ahead of you.
It really is right now. Oh my god, can you please stop hitting me?
Chat thinks you need to step up your check game. Well, I think you need to check up. You know what? I screwed it up. Nope, we're done. It's over.
All right, that was an accident hitting that thing, but it's fine. I'll just have to go back and kill these spirits again. These spirits give like world 6 levels of experience. Where's the other spirit? Hello. There you are.
We're just doing all these checks in staircase right now, right? Justin Staircase, we find the stairs.
Yeah. I'm familiar with Justin Staircase. I think he went to my primary school. I kind of came to the realization recently that I only like speedrun games where you have to go through areas in the dark.
Oh my god, between this and Tails Adventure
and
Crystal
Pokemon Crystal Rando. Oh, I didn't actually want to check that.
I mean, look, you're a person who's done like Kingdom Hearts, like the very early Kingdom Hearts 1 stuff blindfolded along with Tomb Raider.
Yep. I've almost made my way fully through Tomb Raider blindfolded, but still a work in progress that I will never get back to because I'm like it's on the pile of
too many
projects. Exactly.
It's on the project pile. Someday, you might just look at your pile of projects, thrust your hand into the pile, and pull out Tomb Raider blindfolded, and be like, "Oh yeah, maybe I'll go back to this." Actually.
Yep.
Someone also has a very real good question. How can you have a staring contest in the dark?
With difficulty?
Meanwhile,
if it was like
we're staring at the key item counter and it's not going up.
I only need 2 things! Get off my back!
I thought about trying to run a game blindfolded, but I just couldn't see it happening. Oh no!
GDQ chat, I love you.
Someone's asking, how long do projects take for these speedruns?
How long do projects take?
So, like, when you're going to learn something or attempt something, like a challenge of some sort, like, Tomb Raider blindfolded, or in this case of learning Soul Blazer Randomizer, how long do you, expect to spend on things like this?
Oh god. That's not something I massively think about. I just kind of do things while they're still fun, I guess. I'll usually try and, do a, long stream to try and learn something. I'm a big fan of the 12-hour challenges that sometimes happen for learning, new speedruns. I know both myself and Amber have done quite a few of those.
Yeah.
I think I must have missed something somewhere.
Someone did say, don't forget the chests on the first floor.
Oh yeah, I didn't go get that. Thank you. I don't think I have any soul checks left, though. That would be really bad. We'll just do that, and then we'll go get the chest on the first floor. I think we killed all the spirits, but just never went for the chest. All right, we're gonna go check a few places that I very commonly miss things in. Hopefully, we should still be roughly all right for time. Yeah, we just have the one most layer remaining. I'm pretty sure I already popped it.
Also, someone is saying to tell you thank you because this is a great speedrun. People are really enjoying themselves, whether it's, because they love Soul Blazer or the commentary, because you've been really informative. I've learned more about Soul Blazer Rando in this one sitting with you than I have watching you do this for the last 6 months.
Oh, I appreciate that. I was a bit worried that I wouldn't have enough to say on this game for the full length of it, but I think we've done pretty good. Yeah, okay. I think I'm literally out of chests, and yeah, we got literally nothing inside that chest. It just said nothing inside. So we got a copy of the ZX Spectrum game, Nothing.
That's a very good video game.
All right, let's have a quick look through places. We did go back and do those bushes that we skipped at the beginning of the game. I remember that. There's one monster lair left in here. That's correct. None in here. None in here. Okay. So we've not missed something in the water shrine.
Yeah, this is becoming a little concerning that we have not been able to find a way into World 6. But it's really those stairs holding us back, right?
I think I must have missed those stairs somewhere. Okay, we've got everything in the fire shrine for sure. So World 2 is really easy to check because you just have to go in the water shrine, fire shrine, light shrine. There's nowhere else that anything can be. So we've definitely got everything that we need in World 2. I'm going to check World 5 because World 5 is one that I commonly miss things in. But generally, we might be in trouble here. I don't want this to be the way this ends. 3 missing in there. That is correct. Basement. We should have like 3? 2? Yeah, that's fine then. Oh yeah, I accidentally did one that I shouldn't have done. We still can't get in that room either. We'll check the model towns.
And just to be clear for anyone who is curious why Mendez has been leaving some monster layers, the reason is that certain monster layers just cannot call like useful things.
Yeah, it just unlocks like shortcuts within the worlds. 2 there's correct, 1 there's correct. So definitely not missed anything in World 5. The only other place is the other side of the basement, so let's quickly check there. But yeah, it doesn't take too long to like recheck for things. 3 in here is correct.
I broke up with my console, now it's my Xbox. It wasn't anything personal, I just felt like it was time for a Switch.
Wonderful. I love it. Here we have 0.
So just to kind of do a mental checklist, which world have you just confirmed you've done everything in?
Definitely done everything in World 2 and World 5. I'm now checking World 4. I've actually I've never been completely this stumped for it, so it's just a thing that happens with randomizers, especially when concentrating on commentary and everything. Okay, I've got everything in Lice Field of Null.
This is becoming very punishing.
Yeah, there's 1 in here, that's correct. Let's go ahead and head down. We'll check the mountain, I guess. So there's 2 in here, that's correct. Those are just shortcuts down the mountain. I have actually, I have gotten to the point of, having to check places before. Because I've missed something, but usually it's been, the first couple of places I've checked. So this is definitely the most unfortunate missing of things. Oh, I know where I've missed something.
Oh?
Yeah, on the ice up here. There's 2, there should only be 1. Because I never went back up here on the Pokemon ice. And got this one up here. I never even popped it. Okay, alright. Good thing we checked World 4, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna ask about World 1. Please
yeah, World 1 would be a good one to check.
Or, literally any progression.
We're gonna switch to the mushroom shoes just so that we can walk on the ice. This is gonna be the stairs. Yeah, 100%. 100%. 100% we should have got these way earlier.
We got there.
Oh, we got there in the end.
We found the stairs.
In order to get here, we have 100%ed everything from Worlds 1 to 5, but we got here. Oh, back we go. I have seen other people miss that one in the past as well, so I join a...
That one looks like it's kind of out of the way, too.
It is. You have to remember to go back to that one. All right, but that lets us go talk to Marie. And we've got about 18 minutes or so left on the estimate to get through World 6. It'll be fine.
I mean, I gave you the choice between 3 hours and 250, and you chose 250.
I was
prepared for 3 hours.
I was given that choice. I wanted the challenge. I got the challenge. All right. Well, now I've talked to Marie, we can at least go to World 6. Now, I've already unlocked King Magrid, so we've got a few item checks we can do in World 6 straight off the bat. I have a tail in front of my face. That's fine.
And also, you were 100% correct in, yeah, we spent the first hour finding everything. Now we're going to spend the next hour finding nothing.
Yeah. It's an hour of everything, hour of nothing, and then hour of the rest. Thundering, useless. We're going to go talk to King Magrid. Door key.
I'm looking at the delayed stream for the tail, and it was just Simba just straight up like, hello, my butt's on the stream.
Yep. That's just how it goes. All right, I think we might have a check here. Okay, he has nothing. We already know the sleeping soldier has nothing. All right. We've unlocked left tower. We've got the basement. Have we unlocked right tower? If we unlock right tower, we're going to go straight to right tower because right tower has a lot of items in it.
Yeah.
Yes, we have. Okay, so we need the VIP card. That lets us get in here. And we want to make sure at this point that we've got something sensible equipped, like the super bracelet and light arrow. There we go.
So I know why, like, he apologizes for, you know, like, after acknowledging the VIP card. However, when you don't see any dialogue prior, just like, oh, that's a VIP card, I am very sorry.
Yep. I'm just very sorry.
Like, why are you sorry about my VIP card?
I'm just a sorry kind of person, you know? I can relate to that. So all we need to do is find these last two items now. If we find these last two items, nothing else can stand in our way, and we can just go straight to the final world and defeat the final boss. If we find the greenstone first, we're probably just going to abandon what we're doing and go straight to the final world, because the final world does have items in it. And it's like, you know, you have to do the final world anyway to get to the final boss, so you might as well go check the items as a matter of priority, just in case, because if that is the final item, then you can save a lot of time.
Yeah, and I've definitely seen you find Phoenix as your last item in there.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah,
also,
oh, go ahead.
I have a question in chat. For anyone who has played the original Rayman on PlayStation 1, if you stand around and idle for a little bit, as Rayman, he does this kind of like throat clearing sound. That is all I can hear whenever Mendez is taking damage in Soul Blazer. Please tell me that I am not imagining this.
Yeah. It's definitely the same sound effect, for sure. That's the emblem check, so we can check what item the emblem would give us, but we still are missing two of the emblems. The emblem check is also another one of those that's very rarely something, but given that Lisa was required and the dolphin was required, at this point I'm just probably not going to take any chances. We're probably going to go check that emblem as soon as we get the emblems. Alright, we got nothing again. And the final sword. We now have every sword in the game.
Yay!
Beautiful. Just what we need. That unlocks a maid, so that is an item check, actually. So the maid will give us an item. And that maid has definitely given me Phoenix before, so hopefully she will again. Again, there is a great soul that lets you see certain like hidden passages, but you don't need to know where they are in order to just go down them. So there's Monmo, so that's another item check. All the item checks opening up now.
Imagine having checks.
Yeah, I know. So I think what we'll do, plan of action, we're going to finish right tower because there's more chests in here. Oh, there's mimics in here as well, by the way.
Yeah, I noticed the mimics. Those things are trolls.
They are definite
they're
trolls.
mimics, but you know.
We also have like chess knights, which only move because the floor is gridded. They only move like in chess moves, which is really cool. We also have this is the Woodston Trio. They're like a band of performers in World 2, and if we can get all 3 of them, we get an item check. We have 2 of them, so maybe we'll find the other one soon. We're going to go ahead and check here. We've got emblem, medical herb, and I think we're pretty much at the end of... Yeah, we're at the end of the right tower now, so we're going to do a little bit of a world tour, especially to World 2, where we have a bunch of item checks. Left tower typically doesn't contain much of anything. Left tower is usually just souls. I don't think there's any items in it. So let's go ahead and head to World 2 and see if we can just check the items. Actually, we're also going to check World 5 because we also got the door.
Mendez, is there any way you can refresh your audio capture?
Sure. Give me 1 second if that's on my side.
Okay, it looks like it's gotten better. Never mind. We heard some crunchy audio.
Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Oops.
You are all good. No worries.
Sorry, Richard, I'm making your life difficult. All right. To the accident leave. So we can lure these cats out of the room. And that's going to let us get into this mouse hole over here. We've not done the basement in World 6 yet. That's probably what we'll do after this. I just wanted to make sure that we can check all the items that we've got so far. These are all just medical herbs. Because the thing is, like, at this point, we are basically done on souls. The only souls we might need are ones that unlock item checks. So the faster we can check items, the better. So we're going to check here, medical herb. We're going to push this out the way for ice armor. And I think all of the checks around here were not super useful, but we have a bunch of checks in World 2 as well. And really, it's just like, it's chasing that check density. So going down to World 2. So we already did the squirrels. We've done the first mole. We can do Monmo if we switch to the ribbon. Give the ribbon over to this mole who disappears because apparently he was just a ghost, and that's just for the power bracelet, which, don't get me wrong, good item and all, but not what we need right now. Who are you? Are you trying to walk over me? You have some nerve. Okay, but don't hurt me. Shout out to that crocodile. Oh, we've not unlocked this item yet. Let's check what the emblem item is. So this deer's gonna walk over here. Going to knock down a crystal, and we will know if the other emblem is useful or not. Phoenix! Okay, we need that other emblem. We need the other emblem. We know where Phoenix is. There are no items.
No.
There are officially no items in World 7. Because the only items we need are Greenstone and Phoenix. Yeah, I'm very glad I checked that.
Greenstone and Last Emblem.
Yeah, Greenstone and Last Emblem, exactly. I mean, that doesn't really, like, help us a lot because it just kind of moves what we need from Phoenix to Emblem, but, I mean, at least we know we can just abandon things if we find the Emblem and Greenstone. But yeah, we got a pedestal seed! So this is sometimes called pedestal check because of how out of the way it is, just like the pedestal in Link to Past Randomizer.
Hondo Blazer is just a normal seed.
Pretty much. I would get a like pedestal seed on the GDQ Blazer seed.
Yep. Because of course, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
That's just how that cookie crumbles.
Oh well.
Look, we're having a good time. That's all that matters.
That is all that matters. So about that estimate. Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
For the content. Exactly, Richard. Richard understands. He has done enough production for Hotfix to know that this is content.
Yep. I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna be the biggest time I've had in a while, thanks to everything that's happened, but I don't care. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much for having me on.
Hey, I am very glad to have you on. I've wanted to get you in a position where you could showcase this on Hotfix for a little while, either through myself with MBS or Sky with random number generator.
Yep.
Really glad to be able to have you on and do this.
All right, we got the green stone, so we just need an emblem. All we need is an emblem. Oh,
Look,
these are
all
the
I know
stones.
is that Richard is telling me that you will definitely come in underestimate. Sleep?
What's Richard changed my estimate to?
3:30.
Don't be so sure.
We're positive that the final emblem can't be in World 7, right?
The final emblem cannot be in World 7. Oh, yeah. Huh. That's true. I forgot that. Oh my god, I should just abandon this. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. All right, we're gonna abandon all the rest of the checks in here. We're just gonna leave them alone, apart from the item checks. We're gonna go rapid items. Let's go. 180 gems. Nothing. Rapid items. Ignore. Don't care about these. If we have to come back, so be it. 150 gems. Okay, don't care. Oh, there's an invisible chest here, by the way.
Did you also get the maid check?
Medical herb. I've not done the maid check. Maid check we can do on the way out.
Cool.
Okay, we have one more invisible chest to get, and then we're just going to leave, go to World 7, and check everything there.
Because all the checks in World 7 are items.
Magic Flare. Okay. All the checks in World 7 are items, yes. There are no souls in World 7. So we're going to unlock this. This is going to give us a shortcut back to the hub world.
Holy sprite limit, Batman.
Okay, here we go. We got the shortcut. Let's check the maid.
This seed is very rude.
It really is. This is literally about worst case scenario for a seed, by the way. We've had stuff on the Coral Reef Dolphin. Lisa was required and we couldn't get it before Underground Castle 2. Like, the emblem check's required. I'm so glad this is just a mess.
Like, you even said, the emblem check is hardly ever required, but I'll go see what it is anyways. Proceeds to find Phoenix.
Yep. If you find all the emblems in the first couple hours, it will just be a herb. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
As long as everyone's enjoying, it's fine.
Nah, people have been having a great time.
All right, World 7.
Ready for the finale? God, I hope so. For everyone's sleep pattern.
So we're going to switch to the recovery sword now that we're level 25. Or 22 even. 25? Not quite level 25 yet. Almost. I've definitely been level 25 in a seed before.
You might say this is a never-before seed. Or maybe a never-again seed. Never to be seed again.
Probably. I think I've just ruined all chance of this ever being showcased again. It's great.
No, in all fairness.
Oh, yeah.
You did not have this vetted. If this were not a hotfix, and I did not expect content,
I thought, hey,
you would
you
get
know
this
what?
vetted.
This game's really consistent in terms of time. My last few times have been between 240 and 250 for the last 6 weeks. It'll be fine. What could go wrong? Oh yeah, this.
Last month and a half, no problems.
Okay, 100 gems. So we get a very trippy background here, making full use of the Mode 7 chip.
I mean, this is genuinely a really impressive background. If not, maybe potentially nauseating.
Yeah.
But it reminds me a lot of, like, Phantasy Star 4 on the Genesis. Some of the backgrounds in that are absolutely wild.
Okay, so the most out of the way check here is that chest on the right. Because we're going to have to unlock it and then come back for it later. So don't let me forget that chest. Assuming we don't find the emblem anywhere else. In fact, to do that, we need to kill all those enemies on the side.
Has anyone made a Trollblazer joke yet?
There we go. Okay, so yeah, that unlocks us a shortcut, but we can't get to it. So we need to come back. We need to come at that from the hub world.
What could go wrong is, in fact, a very cursed phrase and our anthem
it really is.
in the Bad Ideas Club.
What could go wrong if we get lucky?
What could go wrong if we get lucky? I like how you have to add that stipulation to it.
Yeah. All right, we're also getting a lot more experience here. I'm now going to switch to the Soul Blade because these things that walk back and forth, we can destroy them in one hit with the Soul Blade, and they give a lot of experience. This is where we're actually going to do our little grind. So we're going to kill these. We get 4,000 experience with each one, so we're getting 12,000 experience on each pass. And this is where we kind of do the grind if we're not level 24 at this point. This is actually, like, it's very rare that I have to grind here, so good work, Seed. Not only have I had to do everything, I've done everything and ended up under-leveled. Incredible. And that's because we've just not spent much time in World 6. Alright, this should be enough. One more, and we get to the 420k. We can Soul Blazer it. Goat's food, absolutely useless.
I can't believe you can finally swing the Soul Blade now.
We can finally swing the Soul Blade. So naturally, I'm just going to hold it in front of me.
Your arms are finally thick enough.
Okay, no emblem so far. We've got one more item check, and that's the one that I said to not let me forget.
Don't let you forget.
Oh my god. Emblem C. Emblem C, everyone. Emblem C is gonna be the so when we did that like guessing game at the beginning, and we're like, hey, guess what the last item is gonna be? Did anyone say Emblem C? You know, one of the items I didn't list.
Oh god. I thought for sure it would have been like maybe a grandma that would troll you.
It usually is the grandmas. All right. If this is Emblem C. No, not okay. So not in World 7. We're gonna have to go to the World 6 basement. This is not gonna come in under 3 hours. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. Who needs sleep?
Who needs sleep?
I'm naturally nocturnal. I'm not trolling. I am nocturnal. You, on the other hand, I am so sorry for you. You are over in the UK.
It's fine.
It is very nearly, what, 6:30 a.m. over there?
Oh wait, I need to, we've already started the basement. I need to actually go back into the shortcut.
We have seen no C emblem. Who could have foreseen it?
It is 6:24. I do have work at about 9, so hopefully we'll finish before then.
Oh my god.
Where am I going? Right, this way. No, not that way. This way.
Well, see, like, we know it's technically Phoenix that we need. By all technicalities. But we know where it is. We don't know where this emblem is. We have not seen the C emblem.
So hopefully this will unlock some item checks, because we've got all the item checks in World 5. We've got all the item checks in World 4. We're missing one item check in World 3, I believe. And we've not found the last member of the Woodston trio. All right, we're gonna do these checks that we walked past. Walking past them usually pays off. It really didn't in this situation.
Also, for everyone who has said they've been enjoying the show or enjoying the run, I am very glad you're enjoying it because poor Mendez here.
I mean, train wrecks are kind of my thing. Like,
yeah, I mean, look, we spent 9 hours. You were like, oh, we'll finish like that nightmare crystal rando, the one that literally calls itself "You Are a Terrible Person" difficulty. It's like, oh, we'll finish that in like 5-6 hours. 9 hours later, because I was laughing when you were like, yeah, we'll finish it in like 5 to 6 hours. And I'm like, if you say so, I'm expecting 12.
All right.
I was ye of little faith.
We've just unlocked 2 more item checks in World 2 because we found the last member of the Woodston trio and the bird that's going to let us get to Turbo's grave. Yeah. So we're going to go to World 2 and check those, I guess.
Oh, another racer snail.
Yeah, okay, we've done everything on that floor. Wait, no, we haven't. Ah, dang it. I walked past everything. I regret.
Wait, how can you walk past everything if you just said you did everything?
Well, I walked past everything like when we came here before. Is what I mean.
Oh.
So we didn't do this. Like, I don't just want to, like, yeah, I guess it would be stupid to just, like, leave here and just check the 2 checks we've just unlocked. Like, even though I really want to. let's actually finish everything off. Just in case we, All right, we've got all the racing snails.
Is that a check?
That is not a check. That is not a check.
Boo! Boo those snails. They'll never get to race.
Yep.
You have all the snails. The race will still never start.
Yep. We're never going to World 4 again. I refuse.
As punishment for them not being, checks.
Oh my god, why so many orbs? Why so many orbs? Stop with the orbs.
Yo, if anyone's got a GDQ orb chat emote, you should spam those. This is the first time you're seeing this game? Well, this is the randomizer for it, and we're in the middle of looking for a needle in a haystack. I'm sorry, an emblem in a C stack.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are at the point where we have the best armor, we are level 24, damage isn't really a problem, and if it becomes a problem, we have an item called a medical herb, where if we take fatal damage, it'll just heal us.
Oh yeah. I'm just kind of like tanking through everything, not really caring about my health. I'm keeping one eye on it just in case, but like I know how much time is left in it, how many things are left in this dungeon, and we're coming to the end of it, so it's like just the less I can worry about things, the more I can just focus on trying to be efficient and killing these as fast as possible. There we go. Well, we found all of the... Oh my god, does Leo have Emblem C?
I will laugh.
Does Leo have...
If you have to go sit through that cutscene
so
for
out
Emblem
the...
C.
Yeah, it's such a... Like, yeah. Basically, talking to Leo, it is an item check. But, it does mean we have to sit through a cutscene, which has been sped up by the randomizer. So a lot of the text in this game has been replaced. Okay, gonna take a drink.
Yeah,
a lot of text in this game has been replaced. Yeah. Oh yeah. Leo actually unlocks 2 item checks, so let's go do it. Let's go do the cutscene. Let's go do the cutscene.
Yeah, for anyone who is wondering, because they are recognizing the Illusion of Gaia font, this is by the same developers, Quintet, and It is the game that predates Illusion of Gaia. There's an unofficial trilogy in the form of Soul Blazer, Illusion of Gaia, and Terranigma. And this is one of them.
Yep. Shoutouts
but
to
wait, there's more.
Shoutouts to the randomizer for just summarizing each bit of text. Just like, but wait, there's more. Not emblem. Just medical herb.
Medical herb.
Just medical herb. But because that is the queen moved, we can actually go back to the queen's house in World 6 and check where she was standing, because there is an item on her tile that you can only get after she's moved. So this is technically 2 item checks. It could still be behind Leo. I have, just for context, I have never seen anything on this check before. In like the couple of, more than a couple of dozen seeds I've done of this game, I've never seen anything on this tile that's useful. So today is no exception. Phew. Yeah, there's nothing there. So, all right, 2 item checks in World 2. Let's go. Leo was a waste of time.
It was like massive explosion. Sorry, gotta go.
We're going over 3 hours. I'm so,
You're fine.
I'm so angry.
You're still underestimate as far as the screen is concerned.
That's true. Oh yeah, that's true. Yep. All right, we're going to not go that way. We're going to check we're gonna check Turbo's grave first. So let's do that. Can't go that way. Let's go around the hole. We want to go into the dream of this bird. There's a lot of going in people's dreams. There's like at least 1 sleeping NPC per world. So we're going to open up that tunnel. Peace, guys. Turbo, wait! Again, very succinct dialogue there. And we're going to check here. We get the medical herb! Incredible. And we've got the Woodstead trio. All right, we've got a game here. So they're gonna all transform into squirrels. They're gonna mix themselves up. You gotta guess where Billy goes. Spoiler alert, it's this one. Medical herb, incredible. No, this is really genuinely very incredible. We're gonna have to go to left tower.
This is getting more and more amusing as the longer this goes on.
Do you know, I think there's only 1 item check left in the game.
Besides the emblem, emblem check itself.
Besides the emblem check itself, I think there's only 1 item check left in the game, and that's one of the mermaids in World 3 that we've not found yet. So we're going to head into here. This is a tower that's like fairly rarely actually important. What do we need? I wanted to put on the super bracelets one. It's fairly rarely required. This room always lags because there's so many enemies in it. Step on the thing, please. There we go.
Oh my god, they're just so piled up. You're level 25!
Level 25! It's a level 25 seed.
How often does that one happen?
I think this is only my 2nd where I've got to level 25, just because with the exponential scaling, you need to get to 580k, and yeah, that's supposed to be difficult, like really difficult to do, but hey, we did it. The community will not forgive me for this being the showcase on GDQ. That mermaid. I
has to have the emblem.
I am like 90% sure that is the last item check literally available in the game. We're going straight there. 25 is not the max level. The level actually goes up to 100. But given that it's exponential growth as far as like amounts go, good luck. It will take literally days of grinding. or it might be 40 actually, yeah. It's either way, it's ludicrously high for what it is. All right, World 3.
Maybe it's an illusion of Gaia.
This has got to be it. It's got to be this. It's got to be this. I want some positivity.
It's got to be this mermaid.
I think it's got to be the... Oh, I don't want to have missed an item check somewhere. No!
What?
I'm just looking at my item list, like, what have I missed? Okay, no, there is one more item check in left tower, I think, maybe? At the very top? I didn't think it could actually be an item, though. Okay, we're going to check left tower. If it's not in left tower, I'm probably going to have to check the spoiler log because I've missed a soul check and I might have missed an item check. So this is fun.
Oh my goodness!
I've given up at this point.
This is just a rough seed. Does anyone have a plan C?
Is there even any point in doing like I don't think there's any point in doing these. But we might as well anyway, just in case. Maybe there is an item I've forgotten somewhere. I'd like to check. Okay, well, those are all the 3 dancing mermaids. So, we've got all the racing snails, all the dancing mermaids. So this is what Hundo Blazer looks like.
Look, you're sitting there saying, like, the community will never forgive you for this being the presentation. I disagree. People have been enjoying the heck out of this.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. If this can, like... If this can inspire anybody to go out there and try Rando Blazer, you know, I'll consider my job successful.
Seeds going wrong on hotfix is a rite of passage. All right?
Absolutely.
Like, I don't have randos very often on NBS.
I can't imagine
largely
why.
Because random number generator exists, but also, like... When I do have randos on NBS, they're always the trolliest of seeds.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, but we know that my seed generating skill leaves something to be desired, right?
Look.
When we've played Pre-Crystal Rando, I have definitely just generated the absolute worst seeds possible.
All... Look, this is content. You get value out of content.
100%, yep. No, I've got nothing for you. All right, I've clearly missed something somewhere. Just quick look over my list. Yeah, there's no checks that I've not ticked off, so I've missed a chest in somewhere. I'm going to check the spoiler log real quick. I'm going to consider this a failed seed. I mean, I've considered it a failed seed long ago, let's be honest, but...
Yeah, she's going to check the spoiler log, and this is why we save. This is why we save our spoiler logs.
I checked this and it was nothing. What? We're going back to World 1.
What?
I checked this and there was nothing there, though.
She did check the trippy space chest, and that was a medical herb.
Yep. So apparently, it is actually in the place that one of the emblems normally is.
Hold on.
Down here.
Are you saying it's vanilla?
It's actually, well, emblem C is
vanilla-ish?
where emblem A should be, but it's here. I checked that because we.
You did. I watched you check that.
I went right there. What?
You must have missed it by a pixel.
I am speechless.
What in the blue blazes?
Anyway,
I watched you go there and check it.
hey, we got Phoenix.
Oh my god, we got Phoenix, let's go!
I definitely checked it and nothing was there. Like, everyone in chat is confirming this.
So spoiler logs, for anyone who's questioning that, spoiler logs are when you generate a randomizer seed, you have the option of saving a text file that tells you all the answers, basically. It tells you where all the important items are and all of their locations.
Mm-hmm.
And
right.
like we save spoiler logs because
I forgot I put that text in there.
Congratulations, Mendez, you've played yourself.
Oh my god, time's coming up. Get ready, Richard. Okay. Shoutouts to Richard on tech.
Oh my god.
I hate
Death
past me.
Toll.
So this is Death Toll. This is the final boss. What we need to do, we need to destroy the 4 fire pillars, and then we want to like use Phoenix to actually attack the boss at the back. This fight is largely about lag management. Because we want to actually time this so that we're not firing Phoenix while the lasers are going off, because too many effects on screen, the entire game slows down, and it has a massive effect here. Genuinely, what you want to do is wait for those lasers to carry on, and then fire Phoenix. Well, it takes about 13 cycles optimally, I think. I think you might be able to do it in 12, but time's coming up as soon as Death Toll starts exploding. I won't have a lot of warning for that, so it'll be a very sudden, like, time. But we're here. We're finally here. Okay, we're going to wait for a lag cycle, so we're going to destroy 3 of these. Oops. And then wait for that. Oh, well, never mind. I've just kind of missed my opportunity there, because the final flame spawned right on top of it, so we're going to wait. Now destroy it. Just so we get a bit less lag, because all that lag massively adds up here. All right, we're coming very close now. And maybe one more cycle. And time.
GG. Everyone get your GGs out for Mendez. Oh my god.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
What a troll of a seed. What a great time, honestly. How about that estimate?
I did that check, though.
I watched you do the check.
I am going back and clipping that because I did that check.
Where's the final text box? What happened?
Oh, yeah. So it just kind of stays like this after time, and then when we press a button. Thank you, GDQ!
Yes, if you want to follow Mendez for randomizers and like live puzzle solving every Sunday, go check out Mendez over at twitch.tv/Mendezi. She is pretty heckin' awesome. And oh my god, what a seed. I'm still like very impressed at the fact that you trolled yourself, because you changed the text boxes.
I changed the text boxes. When I thought, how's the estimate looking? I thought that'd be a nice funny thing, but no, that was a complete troll on myself.
Absolutely played yourself. Oh yeah, the ending is best on scenes where you never release Lisa, because if you don't release Lisa, the game soft locks like halfway through the credit sequence. It's great. Yeah. Like it does a whole epilogue and it just soft locks and you gain control and you can't do anything.
Yeah, no such luck on this seed, because we have literally done everything. Literally every single check in the game. So,
incredible.
If you wanted the full showcase, that's literally everything. Some checks more than once.
Do you have any last second shout outs before we do our closing announcements and send everyone over for a raid?
I just do 5 minutes of screaming. Yes, thank you so much for having me on. I've been Mendez. This has been Soulblazer Randomizer. If you want to check it out, please do. Honestly, it's a great community. It's a great it's a really fun, great replayability. And yeah, check out me over at twitch.tv/Mindesi. I mainly do randomizer stuff, variety stuff, blindfolded stuff sometimes if I can get back into that. And I'm gonna go collapse and sleep before work now.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for being on the show, and, thank you for, being a great sport about a seed trolling you like this, honestly. Everyone had a great time. I had a great time. And we're going to go ahead and just say our closing words. Just a reminder, everyone, that game submissions for AGDQ 2023 online has closed. Our volunteer submissions are still open until the 24th. GamesDoneQuick.com will give you all the info on that. And AGDQ 2023 online itself is going to be January 8th to the 15th. Tweet at GamesDoneQuick. Let us know what you're hoping to see on the schedule. Maybe, you want to see Tails Adventure. That's what Mendez submitted. Maybe you want to see something else. Who knows? But just thank you all so much for being here. If you want to follow what we're up to, use ! links in Twitch chat for all things GDQ. And we will see you all tomorrow starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to send you all over to someone else doing some sort of challenge or speed adjacent content, and give all this good energy, all these good laughs right over to them. And remember to take care of yourselves and each other. And we'll see you all on the other side. Bye.